Welcome to the Smart Guy 251 podcast. It's your boy Ski. Got Mr. Fields in here. Got Mr. Ray in here. How y'all doing today?
What's up, brother? How y'all doing?
How y'all doing now, man? Just we're blessed to be here, man. Blessed to be here. This episode right here is called Start Bench or Cut Edition. And after we do this episode, we're gonna give our predictions for the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference Finals. All right. So we're gonna start it off. We're gonna start out with the point guards. I say three names. Y'all give me y'all start, bench, or cut. So I'm gonna start it off. I got Magic, Isaiah, Pistol Pete.
All right. Isaiah, Magic, Pistol Pete.
Mm-hmm. Start, bench.
All right. All right. I'm cutting Pistol Pete.
Mm-hmm.
I'm benching. Shoot, I'm benching Magic.
Whoa.
And I'm starting Isaiah Thomas. And the reasoning, I never watched Pistol Pete play. All I seen is highlights. So I'm not particular. I'm not particular with his game. I don't know his game as well. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I'm one of them type of people that it's hard for me to put Bill Russell in my top 5 of all time because I never seen him play.
Hey man,
I'm one of them people that it's hard for me to put people in my top and I never seen them play. You know what I mean?
Right.
And but I can give the respect. You know what I mean? Like I can't put Nas in my top 5 if I don't listen to him. You know what I mean? So I can get a respect though. And then with Magic, I just put because Magic had so many he had so many stars, like so many Hall of Fame players he played with. So, but he's a great, you know, point guard, oversized point guard. But I seen Isaiah. Isaiah did it with he had Hall of Famers too, but he was like the catalyst. Like he can go get the buckets. You know what I mean? He was tough.
So you let me ask you this. So you faulting Magic for getting drafted by the Lakers?
No. I'm not faulting him for getting drafted by the Lakers. But when you know when they had to play in the finals and he had his team was hurt, or whenever they got Scottie Pippen to guard him against the Bulls, you know, he struggled. He struggled without those players. I didn't see Isaiah struggling whether they had Lambeer on the court and Dennis Rodman or anybody else, or Aguirre or Dumas, whether they had them on the court or not, he didn't struggle. You see what I'm saying? So I seen Magic struggle when he didn't have his top guns in it. That's why I said I'm gonna start Isaiah. But it's crazy because I think Isaiah better than Magic. So
okay.
So I guess it depends on who else on the team as well with these players.
Okay, Mr. Field, what you think? Well, who you starting, who you benching, who you cutting?
We started Magic Johnson. We mentioned Isaiah Thomas and Pistol Pete cut.
Okay.
Do you need any explanation for that?
If you want to share, you can.
Well, it should be very simple. It shouldn't be that hard. You can like who you like. 5 rings. So Isaiah got 2 or 3.
2.
He got 2. That's the number 2 is not bigger than 5, right?
Well, it ain't.
Oh, okay. So it's
3,
not.
I mean, you 3 off. I mean, you 3 off.
Okay. And we all watch somebody. I can't say that. Some of us seen highlights of Mr. Magic or Mr. Isaiah Thomas, correct? Mm-hmm. But if you watch the Bulls, then you seen Isaiah play against Michael, right?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. So you watched him. You ain't have to worry about YouTube, but just you ain't see him.
Yeah,
So
well, us, we ain't seen him. We seen Michael in his second three-peat.
okay. So well, you know what? Them guys saw it too then.
Yeah,
But we ain't see him.
the first three-peat.
Let me say let me say this. Let me say this. So essentially, you will be saying, you said 5 is bigger than 2.
Yeah.
So you basically saying Bill Russell better than Jordan. He got 11. Jordan got 6.
I didn't
That's what you
bring
basically
Bill
saying.
Russell. We talking about my 3 picks.
No, because we know who got 11 rings. We know who got 11 rings, and we know who got 6.
Point guard. Stay on task.
All right, now hold up. And you said something about, I seen what he did with Jordan. He's the only player to have, well, I'm not going to say the only player. He has a winning record over Jordan. Did you know that?
Do you want to cook? I been knew that. But then what you fail to realize.
Man, hold on. We ain't even talk about Bill Russell. That's all it.
I'm not talking about Bill Russell.
We ain't talking.
I'm trying to put people in there. Okay, well let's say this then. Let's say this then.
Because you said Bill Russell with his 11, he lost in the finals too. So and therefore we ain't
all right. So what you get my point. I'm saying you can't put this you can't break this. But you can't break this down. You can't break this down to rings. Is what I'm saying. My point is, you can't break it down to rings. Is what I'm basically saying. Because he's saying
you can't. As a point guard.
No,
as a point guard.
No, you can't.
So you got somebody else better than him, better than Magic Irvin Johnson. You got somebody that put up better numbers, better stats.
I got Steph Curry better than him, and I got Steph Curry better than him, and he got
Steph Curry in any era. Yes. I don't know who the other 4 people he gonna be playing with. If it's Clay and Draymond and them, you think they beat the Magic, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Worthy, and them? You think they beat the Magic?
You talking teams?
Magic used to play big man and scoring in high school. He did it in real life. He didn't just play point guard. He played all positions. Just like LeBron James.
Now you talking big teams. Now you talking teams. You talking about individual talent, right?
So we playing one-on-one basketball. It's no championship in one-on-one basketball, right?
But you have
no championship.
You have to take into account who is on their team.
You never got a banner for one-on-one. That's skill set.
Mr. Fields, you still have to take into account who's on the team with them. Like you can't just say another player better than another player because he has better team success. You gotta look at, like, if a player get drafted to a sorry team, I know you don't think that he finna just go to the finals just because it's him. You know what I mean? So you can't think he gonna win just because he coming into a sorry team. They gotta build and stuff like that. But if you come into a situation where you have a great team, a team that's already going to the playoffs and Western Conference is almost to the finals, and then they get you and you good, then we expect them to be good for years to come. And that's what kind of happened with Magic Johnson. They was already good.
So what the argument with LeBron that he the best because when he left a team, they were sore. When Jordan left the Bulls, they were still good. They still went to the playoffs. So you saying the point here now that you're it's not your fault when you go, but when you leave and the team's still good, what that mean? That the general manager putting talent around you? That you got draft pick to get great players?
That's what that means. That's what that means.
So you're only bump the championship. He too little. Magic would kill him on skill set. He done showed you. Go pull the stats. I'm telling you, I always did what he wanted to do.
I don't know how you knew I was about to do that. I don't know how you knew.
But you pull that stat, it don't matter. Magic's gonna control the game. It's something that you probably don't know nothing about because you worry about numbers. Controlling the game is tempo.
All right, listen. I'm gonna say I'm gonna give my start bench a cut, but I will say to this. Still, don't ever tell me about.
I'm gonna say it again.
No. Don't ever tell me about Steph Curry is the best point guard of all time when he just ranked 29 of all time in assists. When you're playing point guard, your job is to get your others involved. Draymond Green plays point forward. Steph Curry is just a shooter that can score on all three levels. He is not setting anybody up. We know Magic Johnson is the
Hold
best
on now.
player.
Hold on.
I got the stats here. I got it right here. He ranked 29th all time in the season with
No. That ain't what I'm about to say. That ain't what I'm about to say. You know he got his teammates open. You know he got his teammates open.
No. Hold on. That's not.
I'm saying just being on the court.
No.
Not passing the ball. Draymond was an all-star because of him.
Let me say this. How many assists did he get out of them people being open? He is not passing the ball. He's running. Hold on. He's doing what Reggie Miller was doing, running around screens. He's not playing point guard. Hold on. When they tip the ball off, they get the ball to Draymond Green. That is your point guard because he is setting Steph Curry up. He is the one passing Steph Curry the ball for wide open threes. Come on, bro. But look, let me get my start. My start bench a cut. I'm gonna cut Pistol Pete. I'm gonna cut his ass. I'm gonna bench Isaiah, and I'm gonna start Magic. Isaiah couldn't get past Boston. He finally got past them and won the 2 rings, but he couldn't get past Boston. There's no way I'm gonna put him over Magic. Well, you had a Magic playing point guard, and Kareem was out, and he played center. He played center and had 42, 15, and what, 7? These are point guards. It ain't his fault that he got drafted to the Lakers.
He played center that night. So he versatile.
Let me say this. It's not his fault that he got drafted to the Lakers. You could be drafted to the Lakers and become a bust. He could have very well got drafted to the Lakers and not produce. I mean, so you can't punish nobody for being where they drafted it. We ain't punishing Tim Duncan. We ain't punishing him because he got drafted in the great system, but ain't nobody punishing him. See what I'm saying?
No, it's the same thing. Listen, my energy be the same for everybody to do that.
I know. I'm not saying that the Spurs. I'm saying
I already said that the Spurs did the Spurs tank to get Tim Duncan, and they already had a good team.
I understand that, but I'm saying we cannot fault these players on where they're drafted at. They get drafted. Some people have better GMs than the other. We seen that with KG. He get drafted to Minnesota. Minnesota ain't they ain't put nothing around him. And then everything they tried to put around him was either too old. So I'm finna get you the next batch of players, and y'all do the same thing. Okay. The next batch. Penny Hardaway. Jason Kidd. Tim Hardaway. You want to start off, Mr. Fields? That's tough.
We're gonna bench Tim Hardaway.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna cut Tim Hardaway. We're gonna bench Jason Kidd, and we're gonna start Penny Hardaway.
Ooh.
I know that don't sound right.
Hey, say that again.
That's you, man.
Say that again.
I know that don't sound right. The point guard. As the point guard, yes, you're gonna go with Jason Kidd. But me thinking not scoring, but Penny can get you down, man.
Penny can get you everything you want you to.
He can get you down. So I'm gonna go with a Penny over Jason because I know Jason coming out there to run the offense. He gonna run the offense. But Penny might go out there and run the offense with 40.
Yeah.
So who you said? You said start Penny.
Penny Hardaway would defend both sides of the court. Okay.
He said
He
Penny.
was.
I just asked what your list. I just asked what your list was. I didn't hear
He's
you.
not just this shooter or scorer.
No, he said, hey.
I'm just asking what
right?
your list is.
Right.
I'm not asking your list. I didn't dispute nothing. I asked your list.
We cut Tim Hardaway. Mr. Crossover with Golden State. Mr. Crossover drop you off, give you a bucket and a pad of Chris Mullin and Latrell Sprewell. He cut. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He cut. That's right, Mitch He cut. But guess what? Jason Kidd, I done seen him.
Ray, you want me to go next, or you gonna go? Cause I go next.
It don't matter.
Okay.
It don't matter.
Okay, I'm cutting Jason Kidd. I'm cutting Jason Kidd. I'm benching Tim Hardaway, and I'm starting Penny.
Okay, Penny's he's still the main guy.
I'm seeing the podcast.
I'm cutting Jason Kidd though.
Yeah. Hey, look, hey.
No, I'm saying I'm just looking at it like I got Penny. Penny can defend. He can score. He can dish. Tim Hardaway can dish and stuff too. I don't need what up, boy? I don't need Jason Kidd. So I got to cut him.
What y'all on?
How long? I got it. Let me say, cause look, it's gonna be real controversial.
Of course, it's always gonna be controversial.
It's about to be, let me do my start cut and bench.
Okay.
And then it's gonna get controversial. Don't say nothing till I get finished with my stuff, man.
Go ahead.
He probably gonna like my list though. All right,
go ahead.
I'm cutting Tim Hardaway. Even though I seen him do some great things in Miami, I seen him have some back-to-back 40 points. Like I seen him do some great things in the playoffs. Try to carry his team. I seen him try to carry his team. So and then being an expansion team that the Heat just got in there in the NBA.
Yeah.
And they were still battling with the Knicks. So I'm a cut respectfully.
Yeah.
Respectfully, I'm gonna cut him, but I'm thinking about it now. I'm thinking about it a little bit more. I'm a bench Penny Hardaway.
Whoa!
I'm a bench Penny Hardaway because I seen Penny Hardaway do the same thing with those 40-point games and carry his team when Shaq left. So I seen him do the same thing. He was ultra talented. He had defense. He could pass. He was good point guard, but he could score as well.
Yeah, very athletic.
And I'm gonna start Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd he shot the ball pretty well. He was very good defensively. He's better than what most people give him credit for being. He was up there on the steals list. He up there on the assist list.
Yes.
He's even up there on the 3-point shooting list. He even up there on the top 3 pointers of all time. He up there. So I'm gonna and then I seen him transform teams into contenders. Like all they did was move Stephon Marbury out from the Nets, put Jason Kidd there, and they went to back-to-back finals.
They got a couple more players either on that.
Wait a minute, I think they went to one finals, right?
2 back-to-back.
They did go to back-to-back. They went to back-to-back finals.
And Kenyon Martin with what's the name?
But a lot of the core was there when Stephon Marbury was there. But you could just see you could see the core was there. Kenyon Martin, all they was there, and they wasn't as good with Stephon Marbury because Stephon Marbury was a score first player, and then he might get you some assists, but he was more score first. And Jason Kidd got there and made the team go to the finals back to back, and then he helped the Mavericks go ahead and win their first championship in NBA history. So that's why I start him, and then I would have Tim Hardaway on the bench, and I also would have not Tim Hardaway on the bench, but cut Tim Hardaway. Yeah, and then I have Penny, but Penny and Tim Hardaway is like what to me. But he's a Jason Kidd fan. he think that Jason Kidd is the best point guard of all time. That's why I said it's gonna be controversial.
Man, that's cool. But I'm not gonna give Jason Kidd the credit for making Dallas a championship team because Dallas went to the finals before Jason Kidd got there and they played the Heat. And then I'm not forgetting about Jason Kidd Dallas days. They didn't go anywhere. They didn't go anywhere. You know he was in Dallas. You know, I mean, now it's Phoenix days. Jason Kidd was in Phoenix. Phoenix ain't go anywhere.
They had Steve. I think they had Steve Nash on their team too.
Yeah.
Phoenix ain't go nowhere.
And then they shipped.
Then he went to New Jersey. And then he went to Dallas.
Yeah, but shoot, when he got to New Jersey, like,
listen, right? We not. They got the win. They didn't win the chill.
They went there.
The Suns won when he was there.
They
went there.
Yeah, but I'm not giving you no cookie. We don't give LeBron a pass for making it dub. We ain't gonna give Jason Kidd.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
Yes,
I do.
Yes, I do.
They get him.
I do.
That's you.
I do. Look, I be going around the league right now saying I'm the LeBron James of the league. I said I just gotta finish.
Okay.
Because I be getting there. I just gotta finish.
Okay. So I got one right here. I got let me see what we're going with next. Okay. This next one. Steph Curry, Kyrie Irving, Luka Doncic.
Say it again.
Let me go first.
Say it again.
Let me go first.
Steph Curry, Kyrie Irving, Luka Doncic.
Dang.
Let me go first.
Hello, man.
Let me go first. I'm cutting Luka. No defense. I'm benching Self. Starting Kyrie.
That's what my list is.
Thank you.
Hey, who want to go first? Y'all want me to go next?
It don't matter. I go next because my list is the same thing. I'm a bench. I'm a cut Luka. I'm a bench Steph, and I'm gonna start Kyrie.
Mr. Fields, you got something different?
That's how I cut my ride
That's the same thing, man.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Man, if we gonna get a
Why you want to argue? Why you want to argue? Luka ain't got no defense. Luka ain't got no defense. And Steph ain't gonna hold up the whole game.
Hold on, Miss Field. Ain't no way Miss Patty talking about cutting Kyrie the most skilled point guard in this discussion. Ain't no way.
Right, so look. You know, you got three people that done agreed. So this what y'all say I be doing on the pod. Y'all say I be disagreeing just cause.
Nah. Yeah. At the end of the day, this start bench and cut is that's what you want.
Now look, I'm gonna tell y'all. I like to cut Luka because his defense is just so atrocious that
trash.
It like cause all he gotta do is show some effort on the defensive end. Like we know that that his foot slower than everybody else's, and he just gotta have a little desire to try to like stop somebody for me, and I'll be fine with him. But I'm gonna cut him because for all those points that he gave up, all those points that he give up most of them points on the other end. No, I said he give up the same the points that
I just posted. I'm looking at what I just posted.
All right, so he for all those points that he put the points that he put up, they get negated. You know what I mean by the other team scoring.
Yeah.
So it you know I'll try not to be biased when I'm telling my stuff, but that's the same thing when I was talking about when I talked about like Jordan when he was coming in the league, he was scoring, but he was like, and I said he was a ball watcher and he was cheating a lot. I got the stats where he gave up we was talking about something the other day. He gave up 30 points, but he had like 60 against the Celtics. They said his points, the person he was guarding scored the most points on the other side, any other player. Like was responsible for giving up the most points, like the combined people, because he kept cheating over to help, to help other people, and he was giving up wide open like layups and open shots.
Like
so it ended up like them losing and getting swept or whatever. So I'm gonna do the same thing with Luka. I'm gonna be like, well, Luka, I'm gonna cut him. I'm gonna bench Kyrie, and I'm gonna start Steph, and I'm gonna bench Kyrie.
I knew you were gonna.
I'm gonna bench Kyrie because I seen Steph kind of carry a team to the finals just 2 seasons ago. I seen him just plus 30. Stop the hate. Who was plus 30?
You talking about Jordan?
No, listen. I'm gonna get the stats. But it's like it was reported back then that he was giving up. So you can't, but you can't. That ain't plus. It is plus 30. Plus 30 is like that's like when you giving up points. Minus 30 is like good. Like you doing good for your team. Plus 30 is bad.
No. Minus 30. If you go look at a player stats.
Plus minus.
Minus 30, yeah, that is the minus.
Okay, I got it backwards. Okay, I got it backwards.
Yeah.
Well, they was doing the stat. That's why I knew about it. It was like if you got Larry Bird got 30, but Larry Bird got 35 this same game, 30 or whatever, then that just covered up what you just get, you just scored, but you gave up 32. So Larry Bird by himself just covered that. Then he got four Hall of Famers to help him with that. You got Mikal got 28. So now, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you done did great, but you done gave up too many points on the other end by helping and not staying with your man. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. That's why, like, it was. But I'm gonna say Kyrie is my bench player because Kyrie played good defense. Like his defense is underrated to me. He played good defense. Yeah, he can sit down, and he got good offense, of course, too.
Great offense, but not good. Great offense.
He got but if he's if he by himself, he don't look that good. Like if you put him if you put him what Steph was 2 years ago, he doesn't win. He don't go to the finals and win. I don't think he does.
Hey, Steph went by himself. We just saw Steph when he was by himself.
I ain't gonna say he was by himself, but you had well, you did have Jordan Poole. You had Jordan Poole
and Andrew Wiggins. Quietly could have won the MVP. What he was doing, scoring and rebounding and defending. Okay, that we just seen Steph by himself. We seen what Steph just did by himself. They said, oh, we got to go get him a star. We got to go get him a star. The pair was Steph Curry. They was at the bottom. They went and got Jimmy Butler, and then they rose. Okay, so we ain't gonna say
you seen,
huh? We gonna say that.
But you seen when Kyrie was on the team like that. You see how bad his team was.
Yes, but Steph Curry's team was just as bad because they were
even when he went to the Celtics. Even when he went to the Celtics, they was ready to get Kyrie out of there because he didn't know how to. He didn't. Everybody don't know how to play with a player like Kyrie.
Wait, he didn't want to be there. He said where he wanted to go before they made a trade. San Antonio and was another team. They traded him to Boston. He didn't want to go there. He didn't want to go there.
That might be fine, but I'm saying he was hurt that first season, so he didn't play anyways.
Yeah, but he didn't want to be there though. See, okay, that's just like my opinion. Look at Zion. You think Zion want to be in New Orleans?
I don't know. I don't know. I think you misconstruing. I think you thinking that because he don't get in shape, and stuff like that, he might not want to be there. Man, I think they just got good food over there.
Let me ask you, what NBA player in their right mind want to go to New Orleans and play for their franchise? In their right mind, the Pelicans. Come on, man.
Listen, I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say nobody want to play over there, but. I did see where they was on inside the NBA on TNT, and they was talking about how good the food was. So I ain't gonna fault him for being overweight and stuff like that when he came back to camp.
That man, we didn't even talk about it. I'm just saying, as a basketball player, who in their right mind want to say, hey, I want to get traded. I want to go play in New Orleans. Fuck no, they're not saying that.
I would think nobody.
All right then. So the Celtics situation with Kyrie, he didn't want to be there. They had already said he didn't want to be there, so he didn't want to be there. I seen Steph, you seen Steph, Mr. Fields seen Steph. Everybody on this panel, everybody watching the show, seen Steph what he looked like by himself. They had to go get him another star. The owner, like everybody said that they had to go get him another star.
But what I'm saying is this: if you put Steph over there with the Celtics, I would have thought that they was gonna win because they got Tatum, they got Brown. But you know what I'm saying? But
there was Tatum and Brown before they were Tatum and Brown. They still baby.
But what I'm saying is Kyrie can't play with everybody. Like he can play with Luka, he can play with LeBron. But outside of that, he ain't so he can play with nobody else.
He can play with KD and what's the name? Let me say something. Like
he was hurt then, so I guess you can't really tell.
But see, this the thing though. You can't necessarily just drop a player and put him with Tatum and Brown. When you look at Steph Curry, he got to run around picks. You got people that's going to Golden State saying that they got to play this certain type of basketball and get the ball to Steph. You think Tatum and Brown was gonna progress to be the players they was if they had a Steph Curry over there? Hell no. Everything worked out like it's supposed to work out. You can't progress. Just look at Jonathan Kuminga. He is a prime example. They put a report out said Steve Kerr was mad at Jonathan Kuminga, and this reason why he wasn't getting no playing time like he's supposed to because he looked Steph off in the game. When Steph was asking for the ball, he'll look Steph off and go do his thing. Man, come on, bro. No.
Same thing with Buddy Hield. They said that he did the same thing to Buddy Hield.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So you like dropping certain players off. If I seen Steph Curry cannot play in no other offense besides what he's doing right now. So
just like Clay.
Clay the same way.
Thank you.
Man,
hold on.
Cut it out.
So I got a next thing. Kevin Johnson, Terrell Brandon, and Nick Van Exel.
Oh, let me go first. All right. Say it again.
Kevin Johnson.
I want to be right.
You got Kevin Johnson, Terrell Brandon, and Nick Van Exel.
Oh. I'm starting Nick Van Exel. Benching Kevin Johnson. Yeah. I don't care no boy.
Terrell Brandon.
Yep. He was nice, man. He was nice.
Yes, he was.
I just like Nick Van Exel, though.
Yes, he was. I like Nick too. Right? What you think, Mr. Field?
That was a good one, man.
Make you think. That make you think right there, don't it?
Yeah.
Ooh,
that's why Ray on that Google is hard.
Yeah,
Ray Google is hard.
He's looking at the stat right now. Like, oh, what Brandon said?
Ray said Siri. He said, Ray said Siri.
I tell you what. Look, I tell you what. I'm actually looking at. No. I'm not even looking at the players. I'm actually looking at. I'm still looking at what Boston Celtics was 55-27 that year. They finished second. They had like a great team. I thought that's why when I was saying like when they dropped Kyrie there, I thought that championship. You know what I'm saying? But they couldn't get along with him. They had too many stars. Almost. You know what I mean?
Wait, why? Hold on.
Is it championship or skill set?
Hold on. Why are we still on this topic?
No. Y'all saying I'm Googling. I'm telling y'all what's on my screen. It's not them. I still got Celtics up there.
So look, I'm saying, what you going next with this Kevin Johnson, Terrell Brandon?
Nah, let Mr. Fields go because he's talking. Go ahead, Mr. Fields, because you talking about I'm Googling. Now I am about to Google.
Hey man, the Terrell Brown, Wilbur Brown, now
Terrell Brandon.
yeah, we cutting them, man. And we KJ with my boy
Kevin
with the son with Darren Marley and them. He can go
Kevin
to number
Johnson.
2. And
Nick the Quick.
Nick Van Exel, we know that boy at the 3-pointer. You know, some people in their chat that love the 3-point shot. I know they got Van Exel at the number 1. Van Exel would drop you off, but he will give you a left-handed behind the back layup or an alley hoop for points anytime.
So,
but you know Ray funny.
This is what I got. I'm a cut Terrell Brandon. I hate to do that because he was over there in Cleveland. He was straight. I'm a bench Nick Van Exel. And I'm gonna start KJ. Man, KJ, bro, you better know KJ used to get buckets.
KJ was nice, man. KJ was nice, man.
What?
He was nice, man.
Dang.
He wasn't no Nick. He wasn't Nick though.
Hey, Nick. I don't think Nick averaged 20 points in the season, before.
But how can he start? How they didn't want Nick? They were trying to get rid of Nick.
Hey. But when he went to Denver, I'm looking now, when he went to Denver, after they traded him in 98, 99, he ain't even averaged 20. We know
all I know when you go from the halftime timeout and they sub him in, he going for 10-11 quick. 10-11 quick.
Hey, listen. I agree he going with 10-11 quick, but that's what he gonna end the game with right there. 10-11.
I just know the man can walk on the court and give me about 15, sit down, come back and give me about 4 5.
I'm good when I'm walking on a 16 because that's all I'm gonna get. That's what he's gonna give me for the game.
That boy, you walk on the court hot. I said, God, dog, where you come from?
He hot now. He hot.
Talking about that boy, you to make him a little foolish out of the 3-point line.
Come on, Ray.
Yeah, Ray, he Googled it. I told you, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to get their stats right, but yeah, like Terrell Brandon.
You gotta watch him though. You gotta watch him. He's great. Point guard. Real straight.
I wanna cut him, but
cut
Nick Van Exel and him are very close in like stats. They like 2 times. Yeah. I think Nick Van Exel was like a 1-time All-Star.
Yeah.
Terrell Brandon's a 2-time All-Star.
Yeah.
He actually ranked up on the MVP like one of them seasons. Yeah. But he was way up there.
He had two seasons where they rounded up. He really averaged 20 points 2 seasons. That's why he got hard.
And Van Exel only averaged 20 points 1 season. I already knew how I was gonna start. I already knew how I was gonna start from the beginning. I was just trying to figure out who was gonna be cut and who's gonna. Cause I think Terrell Brandon played with Kevin Garnett.
Yep.
He did. That was at the end. That was toward the end though.
Yep. But Nick Van Exel is the most flashy player on the list.
Yes.
And then he hit a couple game winners and he became more popular with everybody and he played for LA. So he might be the most popular player on the list.
So you should like him just because he pulling that trigger. He doing what you like to do. Shoot the rock. Shoot the rock.
No, but Kevin Johnson,
you don't like to shoot
crazy.
If you remember, listen, Mr. Fields, if you remember, Kevin Johnson was my favorite player, so I don't understand why you even thought that I was gonna go with anybody else.
Kevin Johnson, I knew he ain't got no buzzer beaters like that. That's all I'm saying. Kevin Johnson averaged 20 and 10. Nick Van Exel never did that. Did I say anything about you did the first 3 quarters? We talking about start bench cut. I'm starting Kevin Johnson. Man, 1 minute he a point guard, the next minute he an activist. Man, pick one, man. Pick one. Pick a side.
Kevin Johnson.
Not only 10, he averaged 11 assists for a year.
Kevin Johnson, he averaged multiple assists, couple seasons, probably about 4-5 seasons. And him and Magic Johnson was the only one really doing that 20 and 10 type stuff back then.
When somebody called Siri,
Tim Hardaway, put him in there because he did 20 and 10 too.
hey, when they call Siri, boy,
on
they
a
get
consistent
smart.
like basis. Like people might have did it more than him. More than him did it.
Hey, fam, when they call Siri, your boy gets smart. Look at his hair got long. He got smart.
Hey, I'll be honest with you, Mr. Fields. I ain't have to call nobody for Kevin Johnson. I got this stuff on VHS.
He got 3 seasons that he did that, Ray.
I know, and it was like back to back, right?
No, I'm talking about Tim Hardaway did 2 seasons back to back of 23 and 10, 21 and 10.
Hey, real quick, Ray. Why he couldn't beat Jordan though? Why he couldn't beat MJ though?
I don't think. Nah, me and Ski disagree. I think they had a better team. he think Phoenix had a better team. I don't think so.
But
we had
Charles Barkley was the best in the world. Charles Barkley won MVP. He got Dan Marley on the wing. You got everything set up. What happened?
They had the wrong personnel on the court.
Hey, you know, the NBA, like the NBA, they got their heroes and they got their players that they want to put on the pedestal and stuff, right?
I got hey. We'll say that. We'll say that little talk. We still got a list.
No. Listen. Let me just finish what I'm saying. They got their people they want to put on the pedestal. So if you notice, like nobody won 3 MVPs in a row since like Larry Bird or somebody, because they didn't want nobody else to win 3 in a row. That was they hype right there. So they could have gave Jordan MVPs, but they not gonna give him 3 in a row. So yeah, when they give Karl Malone one, they got to stop his 3 in a row. When they give
how do you make somebody where they just gotta vote for you? You gotta whoop his ass. You gotta dominate. You gotta whoop their ass no matter what. You gotta beat them on both sides of the court.
Nobody think Karl Malone.
No, right? You gotta beat his ass for real. That means ain't no partying, ain't no hanging out, ain't no go call Sheila. Tamika, you gotta go out there and you gotta bust his ass. That's what they want.
We got a list we got to do. That little talk right there. We can say that. We can say that to the end. We still got a list. We ain't even got to the shooting guards yet. All right.
Dang.
Then that's what I'm saying. So the next leagues I got is okay, here it is. Steve Francis.
Ooh.
Steve Nash.
Ooh.
Chris Jackson.
Oh, I'm cutting Steve Nash. I'm benching Chris Jackson, and I'm starting Stevie Franchise.
Ooh, hey, that ain't bad, that one. That ain't bad, That ain't bad, That's tough, ain't it, right?
Very tough.
That's tough right there, right?
No, it ain't tough for me.
It ain't? Well, let me hear it then. Run it out.
You said Steve, Chris, and who the other ones?
Steve Nash.
Franchise. Yeah.
Steve Nash, Steve Francis, and Chris Jackson.
Dang. I gotta listen. I gotta start Steve Nash.
Oh, hell no.
2-time MVP.
Can't play no defense.
He was a part of the 8 seconds. He's part of the 8 seconds.
Yep.
I'm starting Steve Nash. He's part of the 8 seconds or less offense that D'Antoni had in Phoenix. He appeared to be the biggest add on to that. No, see, there's another thing was Stephon Marbury was there, shipped him out. They shipped him out, and then brought Steve Nash in.
See, they were already though.
No, I think they shipped Stephon.
He was already though.
But he didn't play no more then.
See, they shipped Stephon Marbury, and they never made it to the NBA championship. Go on.
They didn't, but they should have because the Spurs got gifted whenever they clocked him over there by the clock, and the players came on the court and they suspended half their team, but they only did 2 players at a time, and the Spurs went on like to win the championship. So I think the Phoenix Suns would have got him with Stoudemire and the Matrix and Sean Mary and the Matrix and all.
And my boy ISO Joe.
I think ISO Joe. But these are players that they said, and then but these are players that they had to sit, and it ended up costing them going on to win the championship. I thought that was their championship year. I kind of feel like they gave him a couple MVPs that he shouldn't have got, at least one of them. I feel like Kobe supposed to got one. Shaq arguably maybe another.
Time out. Go ahead. I'm listening.
All right, so and then I'll bench Chris Jackson. I like Rob. I like Mr. Petty. I like what he said. Bench Chris Jackson and cut Steve Francis. Cause Steve Francis, great to watch. I love watching this. I got some Steve Francis VHS over here, but he was one-on-one. Him and Cuttino Mobley, they was one-on-one players. They get to the rack. They was exciting to watch, but it wasn't conducive to producing winning basketball. Chris Jackson could light people up. He could shoot. Really good player, but I bench him, and I would cut Steve Francis, even though I love the way Steve Francis played, but it's more of a one-on-one game. Dribble, get the shot clock all the way down, break his player down, and then score. So that would be my list.
All right. So you already went, Cub?
No.
Go ahead.
Steve Nash is a defensive liability, but I'm gonna bench Chris Jackson because I know he can score, but at the same time, Chris Jackson is not. He can play the point guard position, but he's not gonna facilitate the same way Steve Nash. So I'm a bench Steve Nash, and I'm gonna go with Stevie. You're right. They did play ISO ball a lot, but Stevie and Cuttino Mobley can go out there and give you the offense and the business of facilitating. It's just their hybrid game is meant for ISO, off screen, backdoor, transition ball. They're just their game. They can go out there and they can facilitate all game and feed people the ball. That boy out of LSU that was dunking on everybody on Swift when he was there for a minute. The boys, even with Yamin going from where he first got there until he got nice with it, and Yamin was out there blocking and dunking on everybody. You just got to understand that Chris Jackson was playing in the system with Steve Nash. He played for Phoenix. He played for Golden State. He played for a lot of teams that scored a lot of points. So he's more of a shooting guard, a Kobe-like player than a guy that's going to be with the point guard. And I'm not taking them down from him. That's just how I feel. I'm going to go with Steve because I know Steve whole game. No, he's not going to stop nothing. But he gonna be pushing the ball right back in your face the minute you drop them draws. So you got to be in shape. And you got to be ready to play defense all game with Steve. And he doing that no matter what team he on, facilitating. That could be Dirt. That could be when he had the Matrix with Phoenix or with Dallas. He always had somebody he can facilitate to as a point guard. Now, Steven, like I told you, I'd have seen Steven. Steven will ISO you, but he will facilitate. So those are my 3 guys right now.
All right. I'm a cut Steve Nash. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna cut Steve Nash. And Ray, this is what you said about they replaced Stephon Marbury and they had brought in Steve Nash. Steve Nash got the Phoenix in 04. Stephon was there from 01 to 03. And you know who was on the Phoenix team? Steve Nash couldn't have won with this. I'm gonna read it out to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna read out to you who was on that 01 team of the Sun. You had Charlie Bell, Judd Buechler, Joe Crispin, Vinny Del Negro, Tony Dill, Alton Ford, Tom Gugliotta, Anthony Hardaway, Baby Joe Johnson, Dan Marley, Stephon Marbury, Sean Marion, Bo Outlaw, Milt Policio, Rodney Rogers, Daniel Santiago, a bunch of no-name players. He wasn't winning with that.
I'm surprised you ain't named Theo Ratliff on there.
I was looking for a name. So I'm a cut Nash because Nash really didn't start distributing the basketball till he got into Dan and Tony's system. Then I'm a bench Chris Jackson and I'm gonna start Stevie Franchise. I think if you had more better players to put around Stevie Franchise than what he had in Houston, I think he'd have been a little more productive than what it was, because it was just a franchise of Catino Mobley show. That's all what it was. That's all what they had up in Houston at that time.
Left hand, right hand.
That's it. Okay. So the next one, I got Stephon Marbury, Kenny Anderson, Roy Strickland.
Ooh, I like them. I'm cutting Stephon Marbury. I'm top.
Go ahead.
Then my starter gonna be Rod Strickland, Kyrie, God Daddy. The other boy bench.
Kenny Anderson.
Yeah, I like Kenny Anderson. Legit.
That's Kenny Smith.
Yeah, I like Kenny Anderson. Gotta cut Stephon Marbury.
No, I'm going start Marbury. I'm benching Rod Strickland, and I'm gonna cut Kenny Anderson.
That's the same setup, man. That's the same setup. Look, man. Stephon Marbury went to China, man, and won championship, man. What we talking about?
Not even that.
What we talking about, man?
Man, them folks know how good Marbury was. Them folks know how good Marbury was, man.
We know that.
You see what he did in the All-Star game,
man?
When he got a statue, man. Brought them boys back.
Right.
All-Star game.
No, I'm just saying. Now hold on. I didn't go to the Minnesota days when he was playing with Garnett, when he was beasting.
You want Marbury with a part in the head? That was the one you want?
Part in the middle. Coming out of Georgia Tech.
Yeah. Now look, man, we like Mr. Strickland. He gave Kyrie that Euro across the goal backspin off the glass. That's nice. We like that. But my guy, what his name is, the third wheel guy,
who?
What's the guy?
Ken Anderson.
Yeah. We like Jet. He was a shooter. He'll shoot. He went to a king, kick it out to somebody.
No. You think we talking about Kenny Smith?
You talking about Kenny Anderson, the guard with the little fade?
Yeah.
Oh no, he been put him down, man.
Who you got, Ray?
Did he win a dunk contest?
I don't know. Let me see. Who you got, Ray?
Look, I'm gonna say, dang, them some close players. Like, look like Kenny Anderson and Strickland only made one All-Star team apiece. Their numbers are similar. They almost went and what? They almost went and what?
Which one is gonna be which one you like prefer?
The numbers are similar. Turn me down.
Hey Siri.
Shoot, I'm gonna say they wouldn't with, but I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna cut Kenny Anderson. I'm a bitch Rod Strickland. And of course I'm
all NBA player. He was an all NBA player. You know what? You couldn't Rod Strickland. Go ahead.
Rod Strickland made all NBA,
and he was assist champ.
I thought I said cut Ken Anderson. I didn't.
Yeah, you did, but I'm saying ain't no way you could. Ain't no way anybody can cut Rod Strickland off of that.
Okay, yeah. So Rod, I was about to say that. I said that, but anyway, I got Rod Strickland. I was about to say, dang, I saw it. I said that. I thought that I said something wrong. But Rod Strickland, I'm a bench. Stephon Marbury, I'm a start. And I looked up the stats. Stephon Marbury had Antonio Dyson and Mario Stoudemire and Matrix. And he played, well, D'Antoni was the assistant coach. And they had Frank Lucas.
What year did he have? What he had?
This like 2000. This like 2003. The next year he was gone, and they brought Nash in.
Okay then. What and D'Antoni was the assistant coach, but the year before that they were trash.
So you gonna say that it was the coaching, the change of the offense?
I and the players. I just gave you a list of players that was there 01, 02. You had Dan Marley.
No, I did 03. I did 03.
But he was there from 01 to for 03. I just told you Dan Marley was on that 01, 02 team.
I'm not even talking about he wasn't on the team before that.
Ray, I'm saying is the coaching and the players was the problem. So by they changing the players, he didn't get time to play with like Amari. Amari was still raw. We come out of high school, remember?
Yeah, he straight out of high school. Yeah. He played with Amari, and that year they still had Antonio Maddox. He was pretty good still out of Mississippi.
You know, he had hurt his leg though. Remember, he had hurt his leg.
Yeah. So he had the Matrix and all that, but I think that Stephon Marbury's style of play clashed with other players. You know how like you have a player that's a scorer.
Yeah.
Like they looking to score, they're not looking to get other people involved. I think that's what, you know, Amari Stoudemire and them was there. We didn't know they had the talent they had yet, though. We knew he was straight out of high school, but when Nash got there, he kind of opened them up, and they was like first in the league. They were like 60-22 is what their record was the next season, with pretty much the same players, but the different coach.
Hey, no, not we glad all these players good and this and that, but sometimes defense and defensive personnel is just as good as a point guard going there to facilitate, scoring, or whatever. Just because you score, you go back down there and you giving up 2, or you giving up 3-4 rebounds and puts a tip back in. That's 4 possessions. That's 5 more.
That's why we cut Luka a while ago. Remember?
We not disrespecting none of that. At the end of the day, you'll trade for Luka if you over there struggling. We know what Luka problem is. That's effort. Effort is something you can't coach, my boy. You can't go teach no drill for effort.
Yeah, that's why we cut Luka.
Hold on. You said he pretty much had the same player. No, he didn't.
We had different.
Quinn Richardson played on that 04 team that won 62 games with Phoenix. He wasn't there no team.
Did he get he have Isaiah
that
Joe
boy had he did have Quinn Richardson.
Did Joe Johnson come that year?
Joe Johnson came in on that 01, baby Joe Johnson when he got drafted.
So he had been there.
Yeah, Joe Johnson was there. Joe Johnson was
real quiet.
He was quiet. Remember, he didn't really take off until he went to Atlanta. He was
no. He was nice. He was nice there though.
He went ISO Joe until
he went
Atlanta.
Yeah, you're right.
He was spotting up. He was spotting up in the corner in Phoenix because
you remember that
Phoenix ain't keep him.
You remember he had that nasty fall in the playoffs and bust like I'm gonna bust his eye open or whatever.
Yeah,
and they had that. See, Phoenix had some years. They supposed to have won the championship, I believe, with them.
Joe Johnson, his rookie year, he averaged 9 points. 02, he averaged 9 points. 03, 04, he averaged 16. Marbury was out of there then. Then the next 04, 05.
03, 04? I thought he was still there.
He was saying 01, 03. He say 01, 03.
I thought 03, 04, Marbury was still there.
Okay, 16.
He was still there.
Okay, 04, 05, he averaged 17. That was the Steve Nash now. And then the 05, 06, he was in Atlanta.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We knew he was good already. Like we knew Phoenix had good pieces, but when Nash got the, it's like it was the offense. It was the offense. The offense made everybody be able to get more shots because he wanted the shot up in 8 seconds or less. And so you got Quentin Richardson getting shots up. You got Amara getting shots up. You got Matrix getting shots up. You got all these players getting shots up. And so that's when we started to see that all these players were really talented.
They even had Tim Thomas too then.
They did. I think they did have Tim Thomas.
But I'm saying though that whole regime was changed when Steve Nash got
maybe the offense, because it do make a difference who your coach is as well. So it make a difference.
Then for Steve Nash, that fit him because he's a pass first point guard. He's not a shoot first point guard. So he was able to distribute. So like I said, everything changed and it was fitting his strengths.
It was Stephon Marbury scored first. So even when he went on to play with the Knicks, he still played the same way. But they had a bunch of guards that him, Steve Francis, they had a bunch of guards that like to score. So that's why it wouldn't work. But like you have players like Jason Kidd that come up in there and they distributing the ball, everybody happy, everybody playing better. And so that was the thing I remember Stephon Marbury for him being a score first because he's one of my favorite players to play. But I realized that the way he played was not conducive to winning. You know what I'm saying? Like they wasn't gonna be winning with him playing the way he was unless he could get people involved. You know what I'm saying? More.
Yeah.
So that's why when they got him out of New Jersey and Jason Kidd got there, the team ended up being first over there, and that's why when they got him out of Phoenix. The team ended up being first. Then we went to the Suns. They all this guards just trying to score the ball, and it was just like it didn't work, you know. So, but still, you cannot deny his talent. He's very talented at scoring the ball. He's very talented. He was very athletic. So, athletic point guard. So, I still put him over. Rod Strickland and Kenny Anderson. You know, because he could score and he could light you up. He could light you up, but that was the only thing. They were they were scorers too, but they were facilitators more than he was.
Yeah. So on the next one I got Rajon Rondo.
My favorite.
John Wall, Dame Lillard.
Damn, Wall.
All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna start Rondo.
All right.
I'm gonna bench John Wall and I'm gonna cut Dame. I'm gonna cut Dame. Dame not a defender like that. Rondo, he's a pass first point guard. He's gonna play defense. John Wall, prime John Wall playing defense. Prime John Wall playing defense, and he's attacking the paint. And we know what playoff Rondo can do. He turned into a shooter then.
I mean, it is what it is. You gotta be a two-way player to win championship.
But
to dominate. He's not a two-way player.
Choop. Just like
He's
that.
not a two-way player.
They cut the umbilical cord. Choop. Get him out of there. Get Dame out of there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the same thing.
Yeah, get Dame. Look, he go to. Hey, Doc, bring me the scissors. I can cut this cord. Get him out of there.
Hey, who the three people, man?
Oh,
hey, walked off for a minute.
Rondo, Rajon Rondo, John Wall, and Dame Lillard.
Oh yeah. Dame ain't playing both of them.
Nope.
Nope. Dame just waiting on 4 quarter game on the line. Give me the ball. Get out of the way. It called Dame time. That's what he waiting on.
Boy, I got a good one for y'all too, boy. Ooh, I got this neighbor finna be a good one.
All right. right, so I'm gonna cut John Wall getting cut.
What?
Yeah, definitely. John Wall definitely getting cut.
You know he shoot. You know Ray like to shoot the three.
I forgot.
John Wall like a one-time
This man gonna
All-Star.
make
Like
Dame. He gonna make Dame go out there and lose.
Like John Wall, a one-time All-Star. Dame finished 4th in MVP.
Man, I'm not.
8th in MVP, 7th in MVP, 9th in MVP. He averaged 30 and 10.
Right, what I told you on the phone, over the phone. You using accolades. I'm looking at what the talent that I like. Throw them accolades out of there. I don't want prime. I'll take a prime John Wall any day over Dame Lillard because I know he gonna play defense and he gone. He gone. He can finish all of that.
What he saying, he winning championship, right?
And he gonna dance.
Yeah. Hey, hold on.
They winning championship.
Because I had to go up there and pull his stats up because I knew Ray was telling me a lie. You say
MVP 4?
You say he was a one-time All-Star. Lie. He's a
How many times he was All-Star?
5-time. And
John Wall did it?
Yeah, and he made the all-defensive team. So I don't want to hear nothing about that.
Oh, I must have looked at the wrong person. But I thought
he got 2 seasons where he averaged 3 seasons where he averaged 23 and 10, basically 19.9.
That's the most he averaged. That's the most he averaged in the season, right? 23.
23. He got. Hold on, I'm gonna give you the double digit assists. He got 17 and 10, 19.9 and 10, 23 and 10. Then he had a 19 and a 9.6 assists all year. And then he got hurt that 19, 20. Yeah. But yeah, he even averaged 20 in Houston.
Yeah, Dame averaged like 30 and
I don't give a damn about that 30.
32.
Hey, the man got an all defensive team. That we know Dame ain't got that.
But Dame finished 4th in MVP voting as well.
Listen, did you win MVP?
No.
All right.
But how many times did John Wall finish in the MVP discussion?
I don't care. I'm telling you I'm telling you the player that I want. I got a man that plays defense.
How many game winners do he got in the playoffs?
If it don't translate to championship, it don't matter.
Dame sent the Houston Rockets with.
Oh, time out. You told me Dame had 10 assists a game. You told me when he had. Hey,
he never had 10.
Fuck no.
9.
Fuck no.
8
assists. 8 assists on it.
I'm rounding that up.
Nah, them 30 points you scored that year. You talking about 8 assists?
30 and 8. That ain't good.
Man, I'm trying to hear that, man. Listen, man. Like you say, ain't too many people gonna average 20 and 10 like that. Well, we know what John Wall can do.
30 and 8 is nice. That's kind of close to the 20 and 10.
No, it's not close. It's either 20 and 10 or 30 and 10. You said 30 and 10. He ain't 30 and 10. It's 30 and 8. That's his highest assist or average on his career. That's in the season. Like, no. Then he ain't got no. He ain't got one. Hold on. He ain't got one all defensive team selection either.
But he has a game winner that sent the Houston Rockets home in game 7 at the buzzer. He sent the Houston Rockets that had James Harden and Dwight Howard on the same team. Then he sent Paul George. Y'all know about the one where he sent Paul George and Russell Westbrook home. Game winner, step to the side 3. So I've seen him do some good things in the playoffs.
And that's the same man that couldn't beat Steph Curry without Kevin Durant. This the same man that had that said that talked no about Steph Curry, but when they went head to head, he couldn't get a game. They got swept.
He had 60 on the Warriors. What we talking about?
We talking about in the playoffs. They got swept.
All right, so what John Wall win? John Wall them ain't never won.
Yeah, but you telling me about
Rookie of the year.
Bro, you telling me about game winners that didn't translate to championship. And I said,
and John Wall them didn't even win.
Right. Once again, you missing it. You want to. This is what you do. You'll bring up something. You'll bring up a highlight, and then I say, well, did it translate to championship? No. And I'm bringing a point. He had the Golden State Warriors without Kevin Durant, and what did he do? Did he get to a championship? No. Stop bringing up that shit. All I said was, what player you want? I said, ain't no way I'm gonna take Dame Lillard over John Wall on my team because John Wall gonna play defense. And he can facilitate. We know Dame don't want to do nothing but shoot, come off the screen and shoot. He ain't facilitating shit.
I ain't taking no John Wall over no Dame Lillard.
That's you. That's you and your list. You can't change.
I ain't taking no. I'm not taking that.
Right.
You got a player. You got a player.
Right. You can't change my list. That's my list.
I ain't trying to change your list. I ain't trying to change your list. I'm telling you why. I'm taking Dame Lillard. I'm telling you why I'm cutting. I'm cutting John Wall.
Right. But you quoted some inaccurate stuff, so that's why I stopped you. You said John Wall was a one-time All-Star.
I thought he was.
Well, that's me. I'm correct.
No, you know what? I'm still thinking about it was Rod Strickland and them two. I'm still thinking about them.
Hey man, come on, man.
I think I was still on that page, and I was like, dang, he a one-time All-Star.
Yeah, well, I told you Rod Strickland was an All-NBA player too, because you ain't on the right page. He was assist champ too. You ain't on the right page.
No. But I'm saying, well, it was Kenny Anderson. One of them was the one-time All-Star, and I'm like, dang, they was only a one-time
All-Star. I don't even think Kenny Anderson made an All-Star.
One of the players we just talked about was a one-time All-Star.
I know,
but my point was, I'm not taking John Wall over Dame Lillard because I seen Dame Lillard do some great things in the playoffs. I seen him do better than John Wall in the playoffs. That's why I would take Dame Lillard over John Wall.
Ray, that's fine. But my thing is, this is what I be talking about when we are having these debates. You'll bring up one key moment that they did, but they ain't do nothing else. Like, yeah, he sent Oklahoma City Thunder home. He hit a game winner on Houston. What the fuck else he did? This the same man that talked shit about Steph Curry and got him in a series without Kevin Durant. What did he do? He got swept.
I don't know nothing about that though. I don't know nothing about him talking noise to Steph Curry. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing about what happened with him and the Warriors without Kevin Durant. I just know the Warriors was better than the Portland Trailblazers. I know that much. So hold
on. So when I bring up about how the Warriors was better than that 8 seed Houston Rockets team, you don't want to hear that. But you know why? No, right? I'm just saying. You saying that Portland Trailblazers team wasn't better than that Golden State team. That's the same thing with the Houston Rockets when they was 8 seed.
No, it's not. It's not right. Because I was telling you that if James Harden shows up, nobody's gonna talk about that being a bad game, no matter what.
Hey, listen, they still would have lost. You can have
whether they lost or not. I'm saying show up. Show up.
Right, they weren't gonna lose. They were gonna lose anyway. He could have showed. James Harden could have scored 70, but that's it.
If he'd have scored 70, we would have a different conversation. Is what I'm saying. The conversation would be different. Like, dang, James Harden did all he could do, but that he didn't, that he went to the last game and put up 8 or 11 shots, we're gonna be like, hey, you got to put up 20. You got to at least give an effort.
I'm saying,
like we said this year.
But I said this to you on the phone, and bro, they wasn't gonna win. The Golden State Warriors was the number 1 seed, and the Houston Rockets was the number 8 seed. They had too many contributions from other players on the court for Golden State and on the bench. It don't give a damn if James Harden shot 40 times. They was not going to beat Golden State. That's it.
All right. So look. What your criticism and what our criticism was of James Harden this year? He wasn't aggressive, right?
I said James Harden.
That was my point.
I said he bullshitted us because you show up in game 6 and then you don't show up in game 7. I said if you weren't going to show up in game 7, which game 6 was the elimination game Houston ain't showed up in game 6.
But that's my whole point. That's my whole point. Just if you're like, even if you're gonna lose, come up there and show up. Your last game, your elimination game, try to give what you can give. But if you go out there and you shoot the ball 8 times, or you shoot the ball 10 times, even if you 5 of 10, we expect you to shoot 20 times. We expect you to get 18 field goals up. So that's what I'm saying. Whether they was gonna lose to the 1 seed or not, or upset them or whatever, just go out with a bang. Try. That's why that's over here, that them clouds over his head in the playoffs, to where they like talking about him being like not a good playoff performer and him shrinking in the moment. That's a form of shrinking of not shooting the ball.
Well, a lot of players also shrinks in the moment, not just James Harden. And we seen like
I ain't just saying that.
No,
Jalen Green.
I'm just saying they shrink in the moment. I ain't nothing we could do about it. I say I will blow, but this notion of back to what we were saying about the Dame Lillard shit, all I said was you giving me moments of what he did against OKC or Houston. Why did
that's all I have?
But but I'm saying it ain't translated championship. So to me, he in the same boat with John Wall. He in the same boat with John Wall. That's what I'm saying.
That's all I have because
but you saying you see.
I think Dame Lillard. I think Dame Lillard and Steph Curry is almost wet and wet. That's why. I think they almost wet and wet. So
I mean,
that's the player that you would have to compare to Steph Curry the most is Dame Lillard. And so well, let me finish my list real quick because I stopped on that because I know y'all probably think automatically I'm saying I'm gonna start Dame Lillard. I'm not. I'm starting Rajon Rondo. I'm starting Rajon Rondo.
You already said
Dame Lillard be on the bench.
You say you were benching Dame Lillard, but what I'm saying is, I'm talking about for me. I'm not. He not.
Yeah. Okay. So and I would, because Rajon Rondo got championship pedigree. Like Rajon Rondo has made the all defensive team, the NBA defensive team, a couple of times. He didn't make the. He probably the one that didn't make the All-Star team as many times is what I'm thinking. But he made the All-Star team because it was 4 Celtics that made it that one year.
But I'm looking at Rajon Rondo as doing everything. Like when you a point guard, you got to be able to run a team. We already know what Dame Lillard gonna do. He run number pick and rolls, shoot threes, or try to get to the basket. He not making nobody better. He's not.
Rajon Rondo game elevates in the playoffs. Yeah. When he gets to the playoffs, he kind of like a Jimmy Butler. Not this year's Jimmy Butler, but the Jimmy Butlers of the past. Like when he gets to the playoffs, his game goes up like tremendously. Like he's a better playoff performer than James Harden is when he gets to the playoffs.
Jimmy Butler ain't showing this year because too much pressure on him. When Jimmy
he don't like being the number one. He don't like being the number one.
It ain't even that. He had too much pressure when playoff Jimmy, when he made his run with Miami, nobody wasn't thinking about Miami. They wasn't thinking about Miami. He over there with Steph, so all the pressure on him. Jimmy and them used to slide on the radar and just beat teams by surprise. Now he expected to play at a superstar caliber level, elite level, and he did. So, Mr. Fields, you got your list?
What 3 people we got right now?
No, about the John Wall and the Dame Lillard, John Wall, and Rondo.
I ain't did that yet.
I got one right here. Okay, go ahead, give it to me.
Dame gonna get cut because he not playing both ends.
Okay.
Rondo and John Wall. I'm gonna go with Rondo at the start.
Okay. So, okay. I got This is another one. Gary Payton, White Chocolate, Jason Williams, Mark Jackson.
I'm cutting Mark Jackson. I'm benching Jason Williams. And I'm starting Gary Payton.
That man is stupid. What you like? What you like? What you like on that, Mr. Field?
We're gonna cut Mark Jackson.
Gotta cut him. give me the Clippers.
I like Chocolate though, but I like Gary, but I'm gonna go with Gary over.
I'm benching Gary. I'm benching Gary.
Why you benching Gary though?
Yeah, I want another reason too.
I'm gonna bring my defender off. I'm gonna bring him off the bench. He gonna be the sixth man. He gonna log starter minutes. Gonna be like, yeah. But I'm starting Jason Williams, White Chocolate. I'm starting Jason Williams.
Siri. That boy don't play, boy.
Hold on, Jason Williams. Jason Williams. Who the other players is?
Jason Williams, Gary Payton, and Mark Jackson.
Dang.
Yeah.
I'm cutting Mark Jackson.
Everybody cut Mark Jackson. Come on, Mark.
I'm cutting Mark Jackson. Man, they changed the rules for Mark Jackson and Charles Barkley because they started posting the person at the timeline.
Yeah.
They got to the 3-point line and posted them all the way down. I hated that. I hated that.
He did.
So I hated to see that, man. Like you take that long to get the ball down, and then he was a bigger guard that put the other guards in the post. That's the first player. That's one of the first. Mark Jackson. That's one of the first point guards I seen putting other guards in the post. So he's a bigger guard putting other guards in the post.
Mm-hmm.
I say I'm cutting him. Shoot, who Jason Williams.
White Chocolate.
Shoot. I'm gonna go ahead and man, I'm a bench Gary Payton.
And start Jason Williams.
Yeah, cause Gary was more of like a score first player, but he had defense as well. The glove, he stole the ball a lot, whatever. Jason Williams get people involved more. He'll try to score it, but he,
ain't had a lot of turnovers.
He more like a more exciting John Stockton. That's what he was like. Yeah. He kind of like he gonna shoot. He'll shoot the mid range, shoot some three. He shot some crazy stuff though. But he was like, people tend to run harder and get open when they know the ball coming their way. And Gary back in the day, they didn't have like they wasn't like passing the ball to everybody on the team. They passed it to the stars. they like, people ain't come to watch. What I'm saying? I ain't gonna say Hersey Hawkins because Hersey Hawkins was good enough to knock down shots, but they ain't come to watch Deadlift Shrimp shoot all the shots. They came to watch Gary Payton and Sean Kemp. But Jason Williams, he passing to everybody. He gonna facilitate that thing. He gonna pass to everybody. Then he gonna shoot something crazy after a while. So that'll be my start, bench, and cut.
All right, for the last one of the point guards, we have Derrick Rose, SGA, Baron Davis.
Ooh. I gotta cut SGA. I gotta bench Baron Davis. I gotta start Derrick Rose.
All right. Look at cuz, it's tough, ain't it, cuz?
Yeah, but all these guys got exceptional skill set. And we gonna go off certain one based on what era they played in. And we know Derrick Rose before the injury, and we all know Derrick Rose after the injury.
Yeah.
Two different people.
Yeah.
So if I was going Derrick Rose in a ladder, I'll probably be benching it. But since I'm going to the Derrick Rose, we said in his prime, the best he is, where he was scary a problem. We go Derrick Rose, Baron Davis, and we don't want to disregard SGA. SGA, but win this championship and facilitate and score, you'll add to your resume where you won't be put when you get cut. They gotta put you up there because you done earned. He just need a couple more years, and I think he'll be in that conversation because the rest of the guys, they were giving people the business. Sometimes they weren't never on the championship team. Baron Davis played for Golden State before Steph Curry.
All right. So I'm starting Baron Davis. I'm benching Derrick Rose. And I'm cutting SGA.
Shoot.
B Diddy.
I'm going to I'm gonna cut Baron Davis.
Yeah.
Cutting
Baron Davis?
Yeah, I'm cutting Baron Davis. I'm a bench Derrick Rose, and I'm gonna start SGA.
How Baron Davis got cut?
Cause I cut Baron Davis. I remember him with the Warriors, with the We Believe Warriors and stuff. I remember.
I remember him in Charlotte too when he was dunking on Kevin Garnett.
Yeah, I remember he was a very athletic. He's a very athletic guard.
Karolinko too.
Yeah, yes. He got Karolinko. Yeah, he got Karolinko, and then he was like, like he was he's very.
That nigga dunk that nigga with a waist trainer.
He's a very athletic.
I ain't fail. You come every time, man. I like you, by Ray. Ray don't know what to say. Hey, Siri. Hey, Siri. Go ahead, Ray. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Baron Davis to me he cut because like I say, I remember him being really good. I don't remember him being better than Derrick Rose. I remember Derrick Rose got MVP, but he got MVP with like the same numbers that LeBron be having now.
Hey, Baron Davis tore his leg up, cuz. Like Derrick Rose got hurt too. But Baron Davis never tear that leg up, man. I'm talking about for real. For real, man.
We can't do that though, because the stuff didn't happen.
Move on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can't do that because it's like.
But that just
you can't do that because it did happen. Because you can say like how great Penny would have been, or you can say how great Gilbert Arenas would have been because he whatever. But you only know them for like 3-time All-Stars and stuff like that, and having 50 and 60. But you know the potential they had. So, but like I said, I don't remember Baron Davis being better than Derrick Rose. I always thought that Derrick Rose was jumping too hard anyways. Like he said he learned how to jump like when he got to Minnesota. Like he said he was a better player once after the injuries because he learned how to control his body more. So he kept on getting injured. He was jumping so hard, it was crazy. But Derrick Rose was one of the most explosive. At one point it was him, Russell Westbrook, maybe John Wall. They was like the most explosive point guards.
Maybe John Wall. Man,
but I'm saying at one point they were the most explosive point guards in the league. Like they would catch you slipping. So that's why I put Derrick Rose right there. And they like the most athletic point guards of all time. Derrick Rose up there. Him, Russell Westbrook, they all up there. And then you got SGA. SGA is like a shooting guard.
Years trapped in a point guard battle.
That's up. He's like he's 6'6" though. He is big.
Slow as fuck.
First of all, we're not finna do this. We're not finna do this. All right. So SGA is a scoring machine. He is a scoring machine. He is
skinny Luka.
He should have been MVP last year. They probably gonna give it to him this year now.
They should.
But yeah, he is probably quicker. If not, well, they used to say John Wall was the quickest player with the ball, but SGA has got to be he's up there with one of the quickest players with the ball in his hand.
I don't think he was John Wall and Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose was like from baseline. I mean, from 90 foot. Shit, them boys were running cool.
Hey, he ain't even got Fox.
I ain't put Fox in this. I ain't put Fox in this right here.
Oh.
You can always tell.
You can always tell when somebody don't like somebody.
You say Gilbert.
You can always tell when somebody don't. You can always
put the hibachi in there?
You can always tell when somebody don't like somebody. When they start saying like SGA is slow. That's why I don't want to hear. That's why I don't want to hear nothing coming from the left side no more.
But we're gonna do another edition. That's why I ain't put Gilbert Arenas in there. We just this the first one. So we're going to 2 guards. We finna start this thing all right with these 2 guards. Oh, I got one for you. 2 guards. Monte Ellis. Jamal Crawford. Brandon Roy.
Oh, that's hard. Oh, I gotta cut Jamal Crawford.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. I like the Mississippi Bullet. I'm gonna bench him, but I gotta start that boy Brandon Roy.
I got this me. I'm gonna start Brandon Roy. I'm gonna bench Jamal Crawford. And I gotta cut Monte Ellis. Cause I'm talking about I love Monte Ellis game. But Jamal Crawford, he known for coming off the bench.
Yeah.
He known for dropping 55. He known for doing that. He known for coming out the bench dropping what? All right. But B Roy was different though.
Yeah, he
was different. So that's why I got B Roy, Maul, and then I cut him Ellis. Who next?
Hey man, Brandon Roy. Crawford gonna get cut because he was a 6 man too much. He's nice. He can score, but he always playing. He always get in the game, go score. That he always gets subbed in to go do a thing later. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna go with what my man name? I can't think of his name.
Monte.
Yeah, we're gonna go with Monte because he was starting. He was playing. Go to State before the Kerr came, but before the Kerr, everybody like Kerr came, all of a sudden everybody go to State fan. You know. Steven Jackson played with Golden State too. Yeah, he do a podcast. He played for him. I got to educate you.
Baron Davis on Steven Jackson played with Baron Davis.
Yeah, he was with Baron Davis. He was part of that We Believe team where they knocked off the #1 seed.
Yeah,
it's all good. But see, then they played both ends of the court. They boxed out. Didn't nobody switch. It was disrespectful at that time. If you switch and let somebody pick up your guy. Oh, if you got beat, yeah, your big man could test the shot. But you did not switch. You fought through that screen and check your guy. Now everybody just switch it. Siri, give me stats on.
Who you got, Ray?
First of all, I was waiting to address him. I waited for him to get finished because he don't know how to let people talk. He gonna butt in when I start cooking him. When I start cooking, he gonna cut in. That's not true. That's not true. It was always switching in the game of basketball. Nobody ever stuck with their man. If you stuck with your man, it was because they trying to get this switch. They trying to get this mismatch. I gotta try to stay with this man because they trying to get this mismatch. So that's why they were trying to fight through the screens because they didn't want to guard the other player. That's what it was. It wasn't because they we ain't gonna switch because it's easier. No, they switch now because more people are more versatile. They're more versatile the guard other people. That's what made the Pistons so good. They was able to switch. And everybody was able to guard other people. That would make you a better team when you can switch. If you can't switch because you got to try to stick with your man, that would get you at a disadvantage. But anyway, that's basketball 101 for you, Mr. Bills. But anyways, for my cut, bench, and start, shoot. Okay, who the players was again? Dang. Brandon Roy.
Mississippi on Golden State alone.
Ooh, shoot.
That's hard.
You know what I'm talking about? Ellis. Monte Ellis. You should know these names.
No, I know him. I just I had to address you first, and now I gotta save my start, bench, and cut. Dang, man. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut. Brandon Roy, Monte, and I'm gonna cut Jamal Crawford. Even though he's a really good scorer. Like, man, he might be the best sixth man of all time. Him or Ginobili.
Him and Lou Williams. And Lou Williams.
Yeah, you can't leave out my boy Living Pepper.
Lou Williams, Ginobili, like one of them three, they top. I'm gonna cut him. I don't want to have Brandon Roy here just off potential, but I did see what he could do. I see what he could do. Like, but he would hit, but his career would have been so much better if he could have stayed. If he didn't have like all his padding and his knee gone.
Yeah, but we seen what he could do while he was here.
Yeah, we seen what he could do. It was short lived, but just like we give credit for Larry Bird for like his 10 seasons or however many seasons he had. And he didn't have a whole bunch of seasons like most of the other stars. We still like put him way up there off of what we seen he could do before he had the bad back and stuff.
Yeah.
So
man made 2 all NBAs and shit. You got to put him in there.
I'm a bench Monte Ellis. He's a bona fide scorer. Mid-range assassin.
That is true.
He could put the ball in the goal like with the best of them. So he's a very good shooter. I'm gonna just bench him, and that means I'm gonna start Brandon Roy.
Okay.
Brandon Roy was a problem.
Yep.
He was a problem. If he could have like, even when I seen him like. He had great performance in the playoffs. You would see him have a great performance. Then you would have to see him. You see him over there on the bench with them ice bags on his knees, and then he can't play the next game, or they can only play him for 15 minutes in the whole game. Like they play him for a little while, and you can see that if he played, the Trailblazers would have went further. You can see that, and that's against the top teams. That's against Lakers, Rockets. That's against the top teams. You could see that he was a problem. Okay. Kobe said it. Come sit it.
Mr. Field.
What up, Bo?
Oh, I got this right here for the crank it up. This right here for the crank it up. I got Manu Ginobili, Richard Hamilton, Klay Thompson.
Hey,
I'm clean Clay. I'm clean Clay.
Come
Now,
on,
hold
bro.
on,
Go get into it. Go get into it. Give me your list.
Hold on to it.
Man, come on.
Hold on to it.
Hey, you hear me say who the other two is? He don't even care who the other two is. He don't care who the other two is.
You got
Clay get cut. It don't matter who the other two is.
You got Manu, you got Richard Hamilton, and you got Klay Thompson.
All right. Okay, Clay. Mano bench. Richard Star.
Rip.
Yeah, Rip with the mask.
Yes, sir. Ooh, Detroit Rip.
Yep.
hey, man, look, we doing Rip. We do it Manu. I can't say his name. I'm gonna say it wrong. Look, we're gonna say fluffy hair. You know what I mean? Fluffy hair from overseas. That's my guy. That's my guy. And then it's no disrespect to Clay. It's not a disrespect to Clay. We like
It
Clay.
definitely is. It definitely is.
Look, you gotta understand. We talking about Rip Hamilton.
I knew Ray was going like, what?
We talking about Rip Hamilton. You listen to his name. Rip Hamilton. UConn extraordinaire. Come on, man.
Richard.
Come on. Play with Michael Jordan. Hit the shot. Come on, man. Don't do that. It's nothing against Clay. You can call Siri. You can Google. You can do all that. You can do all that. It ain't gonna matter. Cause the numbers, you know that man passed the ball. You know he got assists. You know he got buckets. He was a screen guy. Just like on Clay and Steph. It is not a knock to Clay. It's not that Steph got more championship. Detroit is not losing to Golden State. The Spurs are not losing to Golden State. They not lose. They play inside out ball. You score a higher shooting percentage, shooting toward the goal closer than you do shooting over at the half court. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. I know. I get it. This is the new basketball. But if you take the Spurs or Detroit or the LA Lakers when Shaquille O'Neal was there, it's a wrap. It's a blowout, man. It's a sweep in the final. Da-na-na, da-na-na. Ray, go get some olive oil or something, man. It's over.
Oh man, this tough. It's tough. This right here, tough right here. It's tough because Clay numbers are better than Rip Hamilton's.
No, they don't know that though. They don't know Clay number better than everybody you name, but they just go because I said I like Klay Thompson. They gonna say
they watered down stats, man. They watered down.
Matter of fact,
they watered down
before you make your thing, I'm gonna just say this: Klay Thompson is the only person on the list that is on the defensive.
You telling me they beat Detroit with Rasheed
Wallace
and Bill Wallace?
Or you just gonna keep talking? You gonna
listen? Chauncey Billups? We talking about Chauncey Billups? Are you serious?
Klay Thompson is the only person on the defensive team on this list, and you talking about a defensive team. You don't make sense.
One dude ain't stopping Rip Hamilton, Chauncey Billups, Hunter coming off the bench. Stop it.
You don't make any sense.
Take Sean Prince.
You don't make any sense. You talking about a defensive team that played the Lakers and beat them.
They beat the Lakers.
Are you listening? The only player that he named just now that's got all defense on the all defense team is Klay Thompson. You don't make any sense, and he's the best shooter on the list that he just named. So he can shoot and he can play defense, but you gonna say he ain't Come on, man. He's
Hey,
still better than Richard Hamilton.
Hey,
He can't get that ball out by himself.
Hey,
Ski.
Richard Hamilton, the best mid-range shooter. Now he a better
Ski.
three-point shooter.
He played just like your boy did for Boston. That's why they got blown out. That's what Clay is to be. The third fiddle. That dude for Boston, the ball head.
Dead white.
They got that's why he ain't got no name. He can't hear nobody. He put up.
Like I said,
He put up
Look,
all
like I
these great
said,
numbers. He put up
the
all these
only
great numbers.
reason, the only
Did you
reason
watch the
that y'all
highlight?
want to cut Clay
Did
is
you watch
because
the
y'all know
highlight
I'm
when he
a Clay fan.
Hey, let me say this, man. Man, listen, this is tough.
This makes it easy, man.
I gotta cut Rip Hamilton.
Oh man.
I'm gonna tell you why. Out of all three players, Manu and Clay got all NBAs. They got multiple time. They got multiple All-Stars. He got 6-man year. Rip Hamilton only had like 2 All-Stars. He ain't even got no all NBAs, man. That's why I was like, this tough. Because when you look at the eye test, you see what Rip was to Detroit. When Detroit was there, and you be like, man, you gotta have Rip. Because Rip automatic in the mid-range. Then you go look at Manu. You know, Manu was clutch for San Antonio, 6-man of the year. Every 19 off the bench. Then you go look at Clay. Clay had multiple seasons of 20 plus points per game scoring, and he got the all NBA. That's why I say I got to cut Rip.
Man, what are you talking about?
Huh?
He ain't listening to what you saying.
No. I want this here. I made a comment. It went toward the show. Okay, relax, bro.
I'm saying
I be multitasking like a mug, cuz. Just calm down. Calm down. I ain't gotta call Siri for this. I can call grandma now, but I ain't gotta call Siri for this, okay?
I'm gonna cut Rip. And I'm gonna bench Manu because he's 6-man a year. I'm gonna start Clay.
So you want a stationary player to shoot?
Listen, no.
12 dribbles.
See, this the thing though. I don't care nothing about that. The thing is, out of all three players, what's the name got Manu's stuff look better and Clay's stuff look better. That's why I'm saying. Now, if you're looking at the eye test, you're gonna take Rip Hamilton with Detroit, but after Detroit, what you got?
Yeah,
what
right.
You got? That's why.
Like Rip.
I like Rip. Listen. I like Rip. What up?
Hey, all they doing, all these numbers, and they say, hey, you so sorry. Just stand over there in the corner. We'll pass you the ball 10, 12 times a game. Yeah. You so trash. We don't need you to shoot the ball all the time. Just defend well and get your numbers up defending. And when it's time to hit a 3, we'll shoot you a 3. This is what this new championship era done done. Okay, because you play both ends of the court. Wasn't nobody scoring no 100-something points in no playoff, man. Wasn't nobody scoring like that. Pull it up. Pull it up. Go ask Kobe.
Hey.
Go ask Shaq. Go ask Rick Fox.
I've learned that when you talk, just to ignore most of it because it be lies.
No, you don't want to use your brain.
The Lakers average over 100 points. I don't know what you're talking about. They average over 100 points.
Shaquille O'Neal. You little slow little boy.
We talking about Magic
Johnson. About the most dominant big man ever. You supposed to have 100-something points. That's not an era. That's not an era. That's a span of years.
Ray. You ain't listening. We talking about the 80s. The Lakers in the 80s average 100 points.
Ray, go with your list with this.
All right, let me go with my list because we see that a couple people on here just want to hate.
Go with your list, man. We could
your new nickname is Siri. Your name ain't Ray no more.
All right, let me go here. Let me go here.
I'll call you Siri.
All right, so okay. I pretty much I got the same list you got, but I'm gonna say why. Of course, I got Richard Hamilton. I'm gonna cut Richard Hamilton, even though Richard Hamilton, y'all know Jordan had Richard Hamilton. He shipped him off. He wanted to try to give him the lift weights and all that, and he didn't want to do that. He wanted to run, which it's more than one way to like get wins. You know, he was one of the most in shape players in the NBA, just like Ray Allen and players like that. He was in shape. He ran 5 miles like every day, so he didn't get tired. But when people ran off them screens, like Kobe tried to guard him, and people like that ran off the screens, they got tired from chasing him. So Rip was coming off them screens, hitting that mid range. He was very vital in what they did. Like I said, they had like 4 of them go to the All-Star game at one time. You know, like they had 4 Hawks. They only had like 4 times where people went to the All-Star game with the same, like 4 players off the same team. So Rip was good at what he did, running off screens, shooting, you know, the 3, and they all played defense over there as a unit, pretty much. Even if you had a flaw, they could, you know, cover that up. I'm going to bench Manu Ginobili. He's one of the most clutch performers in the ever, arguably the top 6 man of all time. Now he had good teams, he had great teams, but he still, they don't take away from how good he was himself. He had some really good playoff performances. Gave Kobe them fits, gave the Lakers fits. Gave the Heat fits, you know. And then of course I'm starting my boy Clay, 37 points in a quarter. Still an NBA record to this day.
Okay.
The best 3-and-D player of all time.
Right, we ready to move on.
Let me finish. Oh, wait a minute, man.
Sorry, Clay.
Man, wait a minute, man.
We know what you gonna say. I'm saying we already know that.
I'm almost done. Let's just, you ain't stopped them. You ain't stopped them whenever they were throwing rocks at Clay a while ago. Let me finish saying what I got to say.
I said we gotta keep the shot.
All right,
go ahead, Ski.
No, hold up. Move out the way.
Go ahead, Ski.
Move out the way. So
he been good stuff.
So anyway, arguably the best 3-and-D player of all time. If you know somebody better, please name him. But arguably the best 3-and-D player. He was on all defensive teams.
Who did he guard?
He's like he go to Kyrie.
Come on, Ray. Go on.
Arguably, he's the only one of the players that was on the all defensive team multiple seasons. He's on all NBA third team a couple of times. He's the only one. He averaged 20 points more than anybody on this list that you named. So to me, it was a no-brainer who to put the start. But kind of the bench and the cut. Turn it off.
So what's wrong, man? So now we're gonna go. Cause you already said you starting Clay, benching Manu, and cutting Rich Jefferson.
Yeah.
All right. Next we got
Hamilton.
Next we got Ray Allen, Joe Johnson, Eddie Jones.
That's hard.
Eddie Jones. You said
Eddie Jones, Ray Allen, and Joe Johnson.
Dang, I gotta pick Eddie Jones.
All right, real quick.
Jones.
Oh, go ahead.
Ray Allen. And I gotta start my boy ISO Joker.
All right. Who you got, Mr. Field?
Young Ray Allen was a little bit better defender when he was dunking on folks.
Yeah.
Old Ray Allen, he was suspect. So I might go, but ISO Joe, he gets scored on too. So I might go Eddie Jones start. I know that sounds crazy, but Eddie played D and ran the flow. And can score. I know y'all like Eddie Jones. I get it.
Eddie Jones wasn't no hold
Right. Okay. And then between ISO and Ray, I guess I'll go with ISO because I knew Ray. I knew Ray. You can pick on Ray when he got old. When Ray was young, now he can compete with because he competed with AI. I watched it. I seen it. You know how people like to say we seen stuff, but I seen it. You know, but that my picks.
All right, I hate to do it, but I got to cut Eddie Jones, and I hate to do it because he was on all defensive team 3 times. I'm gonna bench Joe Johnson, and I'm gonna start Ray Allen.
Why?
Ray Allen,
fucking now.
Man, Ray Allen, I know before he went to Boston, he was way better than Joe Johnson. Yeah,
you talking about
Jesus
Sutherland? Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus,
way better than Joe Johnson when he was in Milwaukee and the Seattle Ray.
All right. I just like Joe.
I like Joe too, but that's why I'm bringing him on the bench. That's why he coming out the bench. Go ahead, Ray.
Shoot, man, this might be the most time me and you done never agreed. I'm gonna take. Yeah,
you gotta choose multiple choice style. You can't choose your style. That's why it's hard. It's easy to get the answer right like somebody else with his A, B, and C and D and F.
Well, listen. Me and him finna give you the blueprint. We finna give you the answers like the teacher used to do back in the day. They finna give you the answers like the teacher used to do back in the day, and you still about to get them wrong.
Look, they give you an essay question. You go way left field and talk about Klay Thompson for 5 hours.
So anyway, when I get to give you this list, I don't understand. I done
that's 3 and D.
I done told you this from the very first pod. All you gotta do is listen to what I say and piggyback off of it, and you'll be right. But you won't listen to me. So, anyways, I'm gonna take Eddie Jones. I'm gonna
okay.
I'm gonna cut Eddie Jones. I mean, he's a good man.
Eddie Jones straight, man. Eddie Jones.
Eddie Jones was straight. Eddie Jones was straight. But while ago when y'all was talking that Nick Van Exel stuff,
yeah.
And when Nick Van Exel made the All-Star team and Eddie Jones made the All-Star team and Kobe Bryant, they weren't supposed to make the All-Star team them years. They weren't supposed to make. They made it because they were more popular than other players, and they played in LA.
But it
was way
All-Star.
It was well, I'm saying like in LA, whenever they had got Eddie, when they got Nick Van Exel and Eddie Jones, they were more fan favorites. They wasn't supposed to be making the playoffs. I mean, making the All-Star team. It was other players out there.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but he made
it was other players out there that was better than them at that position, but they was more exciting to watch. He probably made it like averaging like 12 points, 13 points, something crazy. You know what I'm saying? So
he averaged 17. He averaged 17.
I'm talking about when he made the All-Star team.
It's 17.
Who is that? Nick Van Exel?
Eddie Jones.
I was talking about Nick Van Exel. That's what I'm saying. Like when they put them all on the same team, they weren't supposed to both be there or whatever.
Yeah.
So Eddie Jones, I'm gonna cut him though. I'm a bench.
You know Eddie Jones was playing over Kobe, right? You know that, right?
Yeah, you know they shut them out because of Kobe, right?
Well, that politics, baby. I can't control the GM and the owner. I can't control that.
I mean,
but I can bust ass on that court, and that's what Eddie Jones was doing. Kobe.
You think Eddie Jones was better than Kobe?
Are you listening?
I'm asking you a question.
He was busting his young ass at that time. Now when Kobe got a little older, and asked some questions from Gary Payton and the greats out there, and Reggie Miller asked him what they be doing. Then he started proving.
So
Kobe was not giving you no 30s and 40s the first couple of years.
He was beating Eddie Jones in one-on-one in practice.
They were firing,
he beat Eddie Jones in practice.
Let me ask you
they were firing coaches so fast in LA. You don't even remember what coach was there. They were firing so fast.
Ray, you gave your list, your full list.
Yeah, you gave your list.
No,
Siri.
you know somebody interrupted
Siri.
me.
Well, come on, Ray.
Siri, give me the list, Siri.
No. You know somebody interrupted me. So, anyways, I cut Eddie Jones. I benched ISO Joe.
All right.
And I'm gonna start Ray Allen.
All right.
Joe was a walking bucket, like you say. But Ray Allen gave to me. He gave more on the defensive end his whole career. He was not a pushover. I remember him guarding Kobe in the finals. I don't know what Mr. Fields be talking about. He don't watch basketball or something. But he guarded Kobe in the playoffs. So it wasn't no pushover. Like, that's who they put on him. So
I thought it was Tony Allen.
no, they put Ray Allen on him. No, they put Ray Allen on him. Ray Allen was out there playing with Boston. Tony Allen went out there more than Ray Allen was.
Scheme, you can pull up real quick. It was Sean Battier and Tony Allen Garden, or whoever the star was.
Battier didn't play for the Celtics.
When Ray Allen played for that team, he was not holding the superstar.
He didn't play for the Celtics.
Ray Allen was going Kobe's song because
he did guard Kobe.
He ain't going like Tony Allen did.
He guarded Kobe.
Not like Tony Allen did.
Tony Allen went on the court more than Ray Allen. What are y'all talking about? No, he wasn't.
Oh, listen.
Ray Allen was on the court. Tony Allen was a liability on offense, so he was not on the court more than Ray Allen was.
We're gonna go to the third one. Cause we're gonna be debating that all damn night. I got James Harden, Tracy McGrady, Dwayne Wade.
Oh shit! Hey, Ben, cut the hell out of.
Okay, Gabrielle Union. Gabrielle Union.
Cut the hell out of there.
I'm benching Tracy McGrady.
Hold on, go ahead. Hold on.
I'm talking about you can kick James out the hole, baby. Just take him off of all this. James Harden don't even put on that. And then you should have put a considerable mention of somebody else in his position and getting cut because he should play nothing.
I ain't care, my boy. I'm cutting the one. I'm cutting Gabrielle Union.
Who's the player again?
Dwayne Wade.
Oh man. Oh, Tracy McGrady. Yeah, who's the other guy?
Dwayne Wade.
Oh yeah. D-Wade, he good. You can flip flop which way you want to flip flop.
What you say?
Start.
What you say?
Start. Big, it don't matter, but you gonna cut. You gonna cut Jay Harden. We gonna cut all of us gonna cut Jay Harden. If everybody don't cut Jay Harden,
who you start then?
I started Jay Harden.
And you
gotta cut Jay
Harden.
You gotta cut Jay Harden, boy.
What now?
All right, man.
I can't cut Jay Harden.
I'm cutting Jay Harden. I'm benching D Wade and I'm starting teammate.
It don't matter. As long as you cut James Harden, it don't matter.
Hey, look, Mr. Fields, we can't even argue on this one. We can't even argue on this one. I tell you what, we can't listen. I can't even find a way to argue with you on this one. I can't even start, and that's crazy because he said he the only one that's the MVP. That's crazy. We still gonna cut, still out of here.
No, they showed me a couple weeks ago what's for real with James Harden.
All right, so everybody did that, right?
No, Mr. Fields, you do yours.
Yeah, I just did, man.
You say he
all right, hold on. Let me do mine. Okay, James Harden. Not bad. It ain't funny. Y'all know why. Playoff performances. That's why I'm cutting him.
You gotta cut Tracy McGrady too, then.
No. I'm gonna put T-Mac.
He ain't never go for.
It don't matter. I'm benching T-Mac, and I'm starting Dwayne Wade because Dwayne Wade
He
is
ain't no one with our superstar.
Dwayne Wade is considered the most people the number 3 shooting guard of all time.
Definitely the same.
So I'm gonna definitely start him. I seen him take over series by himself before LeBron got there. While Shaq was there, I seen him do great before Shaq got there. So
He was foul.
I seen him do multiple 40-point games in the playoffs and carry his team. So he was a beast. Flash was a beast before he started his knees and stuff started giving out. And T-Mac was a beast too, and he had defense at first.
I'll take Ant-Man over Dwayne Wade right now.
Thank you.
Well, I'll be honest, I'll take Ant-Man over. Ant-Man moves just like Ant-Man moved better than Jordan and got the same moves. So
Yeah.
he got the same moves. He better with the left. He got the same moves as him.
Yeah, he joined
but I also watch. I ain't gonna say he better than Jordan with the move, cause I just watched my boy Ant-Man smoke a lot of layups in the Golden State series.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like skill wise, he better skill wise. Cause Jordan had the fadeaway. He didn't have to go to no extra move for real. He just had the fadeaway. He didn't have to do no. He did upper unders and stuff like. He didn't have to do no. I'm finna break you down, get past you, dribble and all that. He ain't got to do all that.
You ain't got to do that when you just when you blowing past folks on your first step. That's like waste. That's why it's called wasted motion.
Hey, Ray, you want to know why Allen Iverson they made a rule that he couldn't do the crossover like he do it? Cause he was too unstoppable. So what my point is with Jordan, when he was fading away, they started okay. They had to do that's what he had, but everybody else ain't got that. You wanna know why? They don't post up. Everybody playing ISO ball to 2.0 ISO ball. Ain't nobody posted up.
Ain't got that. Ain't got a 3-ball. Ain't got a 3-ball. Jordan didn't have one. Ain't got mid-range.
Hold on, Ray. Cause we're gonna go all day with that. We gonna go. That debate gonna go on and on and on and on. You already know it. You already know it. Yeah, it is.
No, I just have to. And for a second, I just had to feel Mr. Phil in like, hey, it's people that got mid range in there. We got even Shea got a mid range.
But hold on, we got after the finals, we got plenty of time to talk about all this stuff because ain't nothing gonna be on. We just gonna be on.
Baseball.
Talking about it. Nah, I ain't doing that. Nah, I ain't watching no baseball. All right, I got one for y'all.
This how the baseball conversation to go. Yeah, man, I think Braves gonna win tonight. Yeah, me too. All right, so what else going on in the world of sports?
That's it.
You're like that UFC fight coming up.
That's it. This is the new. I got John Starks.
Oh shoot.
Allen Houston.
Oh shoot.
Steve Smith.
Oh shoot.
Oh shit. All right. Damn.
Mr. Phil. Oh, Johnny Starks. They stay looking for John Starks right now. He still ain't showed up in Game 7 versus the Houston Rockets.
You talking about John Starks with the Knicks?
Yep.
And who else?
John Starks, Allen Houston, and Steve Smith. Smitty.
Oh, you talking about old Smitty play with Miami and I think
Atlanta.
Oh, Atlanta. Okay. Oh, this shooting guard, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna take Allen because he's gonna give me some buckets and play D.
You gonna start him?
Yeah. And I'm gonna take Smitty because he'll get some bucket play D. John Stark wasn't no shooter, he was just a defender.
Yeah.
All right, I like that. I like Smitty and Star. And he was about the bench.
That's mine.
And John Stark could.
Gotta cut him. Yep. That's my list right there too. Smitty. Triple threat Smitty gotta start.
Yep.
What you got, Ray?
Shoot.
Hey, Googling.
No, I'm trying to. I really like.
Hey Siri.
No, I already know what my list gonna be. I already know what my list gonna be because I gotta go off memory. That's why when you just give these names you get these names and I wasn't able to research. I'm just able to just go. I'm gonna have to go off recent memory. I'm definitely gonna cut John Starks.
Gotta cut him.
He played good defense and stuff, and he had the 3 ball. He 3 and D. He 3 and D. Then I'm trying not to be biased. That's why I try to look some stuff up. But I'm a bench Steve Smith. And y'all know Allen Houston used to be my favorite player too. So Allen Houston, I'm gonna start him because he was getting buckets. He was only a 2-time All-Star though. He averaged 20 a couple of years. And John Starks
at the end of his career.
John Starks averaged they got to the finals against the Spurs. They were overmatched.
Overpowered.
That was that shortened year that Phil Jackson kept on saying that they don't count as a championship with the Spurs because it was the lockout season. They only played 50 games. John Starks averaged 19. Steve Smith was a pretty big guard. He was like 6'8", right?
Mm-hmm.
He was pretty good. I seen him.
He averaged 23 times in his career, 3 seasons.
Who, Steve Smith?
Yep.
I remember Steve Smith giving Michael Jordan problems, and I was like, because he was bigger. And he was bigger, so he could put people in the post. He gave people problems. He could shoot. He could shoot that thing.
That man had his own signature.
But
move.
Shoot, I got my jail step from Allen. I got my jail step from Allen Houston. My face up jail step from him. So I'm gonna start him, and I'm gonna bench Steve Smith. And I got to watch more of Allen Houston. I got to watch more of Allen Houston than the other 2 players, even though I watched them, but. Like John Starks.
Oh yeah, Ski. I got something to tell you with the podcast.
On the whatchamacallit.
All right, this is the next one. I got Jerry Stackhouse, Jason Richardson, Allen Iverson.
Whoa, I gotta start Allen Iverson. Ooh. Jason Richardson cut Jerry Stackhouse.
What you got, Mr. Phil? You cut, Mr. Phil. You cut.
Hey, JJ. He talking on TNT or ESPN right
now. No, Jason Richardson, man. You talking about the two-time NBA slam dunk contest winner.
Jason Richardson that went to Michigan State.
Okay, him too. hey, he good, but I'm taking Stackhouse over here. Get what? Get what? And we know Allen Iverson my number 1. I'll let you boy. I mean, I used to have cornrow, jersey on, have my shoes matching. Stop playing with me. Till my Allen Iverson get cut my ass. Till my you gonna beat Allen Iverson. A lie. We talking about practice? Practice?
Hey, AI. I'm gonna start AI. I'm a bench Stag. And I'm gonna cut Jason Richardson. Bye.
I mean, AI had what's your girl name? Not Tony Braxton. What's her name? The partner.
The Brett thought she was in a relationship. She was
in love with him. I want to be Allen Iverson every day. I mean, get out of here.
All right.
I'm sorry, Siri.
I told you I don't be liking to give wrong information. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't be liking to give wrong information.
It's supposed to be off your dome.
Yeah.
I can go off the dome, but I'm trying to make sure I know why I'm saying what I'm saying.
Okay.
You taking Rich over Stack? You taking Rich over Stack?
Cut Jason Richardson. I ain't even say nothing yet.
He said cut Jason Richardson.
I'll cut Jason Richardson. One of the most high-flying players to ever play. You know, exciting to watch.
Ugly game.
And he can shoot threes.
Ugly game.
He can shoot. I like this game. He can shoot threes, and then when he got in the overflow, he gonna do a little windmill. It was nice.
It was ugly.
Jerry Stackhouse I'm saying that Jerry Stackhouse and Allen Iverson could not get along. They got into a fight. You know, y'all probably know about that. But they got into a fight. They were teammates at one time.
Yep.
Jerry Stackhouse averaged 29 points one season.
He did.
He averaged 20 points multiple seasons. So that means he probably
Detroit. Don't forget, I think he got the highest career high for Detroit. Like that.
But you know his game, he was so dominant. Like he leaned over going right so much. Like he was so dominant with that right hand. But you could not stop him. You couldn't stop him. And you know it's obvious that you starting Allen Iverson. MVP of the league one season, scoring machine, quicker than most, nice crossover. Very streaky, very, very streaky player. He get hot, go ahead and hit the lockers early. You know, he's shooting you in or out the game. He gonna do either one. But he was exciting to watch play. I got some Allen Iverson film as well over here. When they went against Vince Carter, they put Vince Carter them out to go to the finals. Game 7. Vince Carter missed a 3 at the buzzer. And they end up going
show
to the finals.
respect to Allen Iverson, son. Now you're making me proud over here. I'm getting proud.
I never show disrespect to these players. I just like for y'all to know
We got 3
the
more.
stats and what's going on. Go ahead with the next one.
We got 3 more.
Go ahead with the next ones.
All right. We got Jason Terry, Kevin Martin, Ben Gordon.
Ooh, that hard.
I'm
Hey, man. Hey.
What up?
Oh, go ahead. Hey, Kevin Martin, Q, sit your ass down.
I'll Jay gonna get him too. Come on, Kevin Martin. Come here. Right this way.
Gordon, he was nice for a moment. I'm gonna go with Jason Terry because he a dog. I'm gonna go with Jason Terry. He a dog. Yeah. So let's ride that out, man. That's what it is, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going with that one.
Oh yeah.
That was mine too. Start Jason Terry, bench Ben Gordon.
What? Hey, you better get in line, boy. You better get in line.
Get Kevin Martin there out of here.
He Google it.
That's good.
You know, he gotta give a documentary.
He don't remember. I just called out a name. He gotta get himself back familiar.
He don't remember your boy with Kevin Martin. Kevin Martin.
I remember him.
Sacramento.
That's why I almost don't know. And see, that's what y'all make me do. Y'all make me go look somebody up because I be like, dang, Kevin Martin wasn't bad though.
He wasn't.
He wasn't.
Like he
wasn't
like
at all.
He was.
Kevin Martin.
But you gotta say y'all. You gotta say pew. Sit your ass down.
Man,
it's taking him a long time.
Because his numbers better than the other players. I don't understand why y'all just dismissed him like that.
Good.
If you go look at the other players' numbers, his numbers are better than theirs.
Yeah, but I'll take Ben Gordon, Jason Terry. Kevin Martin could have been more than what he was. He already said that all he wanted to do if he had a certain amount of numbers at the game, he's not playing no more. Because he
wasn't playing to win. He was playing to get his check.
He treated it like a job. Go to work, come home.
But when I look at it, because I was like, why y'all like that's what made me look him up. I was like, why y'all want to cut him so bad? He averaged more than other players that y'all thinking up.
He's free though.
But I want
20, 23, 24, 20, 21, 19, 23.
Wait, you don't have to call out. I know what Kevin Martin was. He was.
I know. I got called out for them.
I already know what Kevin Martin is.
I got called out for them because they like get him out of here. I'm like, but his number. But I still.
Hey, Ray. I'm gonna tell you why all the time with number. Cause I'm a two-way arrow. You know what I'm talking about? I know who can bust somebody ass when the height differential, and I know somebody who's tough. They can play somebody big. and know how to put their body in position and still play ball. What I'm saying, some guys are out there strictly for strategic numbers. When that check hit that mailbox, they can go live the life they want to live. They're not in the league to win, to put up numbers, to dominate, and to help a team win a championship. They not in there for that. And you know that. We can sit here and watch every podcast, we can watch every TV show that come on all day long. It's some dude that when they lace up, they giving you problems. Like they beating you on both ends of the court. I watched that dude. That man that gets scored on, but he knew he gonna go down there and get him too. He knew he gonna go out there and do his little pump fake, his little jump shot. That's why when he said his name, I said, okay, but he gone. He gone.
But that's why
Gordon, he was a jump shooter. He was a jump shooter. Gordon ain't big. Go pull him up. You doing it right now, pull him up. Come on, man.
I seen Gordon. I seen Gordon and Jason Terry more than I seen
so you telling me Jet all the years
Kevin Martin was a scorer. He just could have been more than what he was.
That's why I'm saying whenever I heard them, just like I was like, dang, we must be talking about another Kevin Martin, because Kevin Martin was nice offensively, like he could score. So that's why I was like, when y'all was just like, get him out of here, I'm like, y'all must don't know he scored more than everybody else that he said. Like but even that said, let me say my list. I'm gonna say I'm gonna cut Ben Gordon. I'm gonna bench Kevin Martin, and I'm gonna start Jason Terry. And that's just because of the performances I saw Jason Terry do in the playoffs. For him to elevate his game in the playoffs and to but Ben Gordon had good defense to me.
Ben Gordon had games in the playoffs where he was going to work.
Well, I'm gonna say for me, Jason Terry, I think out of them three, he raised his game the most in the playoffs, and he made more of a name for himself in the playoffs, and got the Jet, nickname and all that stuff. So
you got that before.
I started him, but Kevin Martin is just like when y'all talk about somebody like ISO Joe or something. Kevin Martin was a bucket, so that's why I was like, why it's kind of tough for you to just dismiss him like that, and then you say you probably put ISO Joe way up there. You see what I'm saying? Because he ain't got no fancy name. It's hard for me to look at you, look at what you saying, and he ain't got no fancy name.
I just had to check this, and I knew he averaged all that. You said Jason Terry, you seen what he did in the playoffs. That man, you know how many times Kevin Martin been to the playoffs?
Probably none.
He been with the Rockets.
He was with the Rockets with me.
He went with OKC.
Oh yeah.
And he went with Sacramento. And you know what his numbers was? You know what his numbers was in Sacramento? Because he was the man in Sacramento too. 13 and in Oklahoma City 14. Now Ben Gordon, you can pull up Ben Gordon's stats. He averaged 20 points per game for his career in the playoffs. If you look at
I was about to say at least 18.
Yeah. If you look at his playoff, he averaged 20, 24 and stuff like that. That last year he was in the playoff, I think he had like 24.5.
Well, look, I wasn't gonna let y'all all cut him. I was gonna show him some love for sure.
Cutting his ass.
because he was a walking bucket. At one point he was a walk, but he much like to me like Mitch Richmond back in the day when people like how good he was, but never was making the playoffs. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like how he is to me.
What's up, Mr. Field?
No, like real quick, 30 seconds. Going back to the point you made about ISO Joe compared with Kate Martin, talking about like they played a certain way. You can't say that about him. You're right. What we're deferring is that in this moment of these three choices, Kevin Martin not gonna do what it takes for you to be that starting, bench him and cut him. You're gonna want to cut him in that situation. If you go putting your money on that, putting your money on no circumstances. ISO Joe, you always gonna pick him in a start, a bench, or a cut him situation, and you gonna always put him in a cutter. Cause ISO gonna get you a bucket no matter what play you run, no matter what play you go out there doing. That's all, brother. That's all.
Who we got next?
Mitch Richmond, the Sprewell,
just mentioned him.
the Sprewell, Reggie Miller.
Lord have mercy. Hey man, the Sprewell and Reggie Miller ain't getting cut, cuz.
Yeah.
Miss Richmond ain't either.
Hey, I was saying Latrell Sprewell. Do you want the ball-headed version or you want the one with the drink? You
don't have to run TMC without who? You got T, you got Tim, you got M, you got Mitch, and then you got Chris. Got run TMC. Then he go to Sacramento, and he still put up numbers.
We talking about Reggie in 13 seconds hitting that butt trade.
I ain't got no beef with Reggie. But we talking about
well, we gotta cut him off of it. Say sub. Say he the 12 man.
I'm gonna cut Sprewell ass.
Damn.
Because Spree.
Because he choked the coach.
I like what he did. I think what he did was good. Some of them coaches be running off at the mouth. That what Melo should have did to George Karl. If he did that to George Karl, he wouldn't have had any problem.
Hey, George Karl, he come from the good old boy. You know how they do.
Yeah, and they choked the life out of him too. But I got Sprewell. You gotta go, baby. You gotta go.
Y'all.
All right, what?
It's 10:04.
Yeah, we got one more and it's it.
All right, man, I'm gonna tell you about this. Last Thursday, Ray came in the gym, had his headphones on playing that Fantasia, and got off.
Oh, he did?
He got off.
They won.
Yeah, they won. They beat the best team in the league.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. He came in the gym. He didn't want to talk to nobody. He was sitting there playing Fantasia. Huh?
So what Fantasia song he was saying?
When I see you. He was sitting in the bleacher by himself just doing it. He ain't talking to nobody.
Ray, call Siri to cut Fantasia on. When I see you.
Y'all remember that coach? Y'all remember that coach had his players, the football players, saying it to his wife. But I didn't listen to no Fantasia. I was on some battle rap and some straight up rap. Whenever I was in the, I would get my mind ready. I was trying to kill something.
I feel you. Who y'all got? Who y'all benching? Who y'all starting? I'm cutting Sprewell and I'm benching Reggie and I'm starting Mitch.
Oh no, I'm not benching Sprewell. Sprewell played both ends and he punking everybody.
What you think? What you think Mitch doing?
Well, we'll take Mitch and we'll bench Reggie, but I'm scratching my head because if I need me some threes, I know Reggie can go get them.
Oh shoot!
And then Reggie, he's special, man. If that boy would have had some other offensive talent to come in and play over there and had some size to him, because they had brought in that dude named Best. They brought in Jalen Rose, but both of them guys was short, man. It was a height differential. So when they play certain teams, folks just beat the Pacers inside out, just post them up, beat them, and then they just made Reggie play defense.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they did to Reggie. Even when New York played, they did the same thing. New York just when they transitioned to the Allen Houston and the Latrell Sprewell era, it was more of them wing cuts or coming off a screen and driving hard and getting to the rim, going to the free throw line. That's why everybody who love to shoot don't realize the physicality, because we were going to the goal. Wasn't nobody shooting at the goal. We were going to. You had to foul somebody, or you had you had to contest the shot.
So
That's why you see these kids out here getting hurt now, and they want more money, but them boy won't get no money like that, Ray.
nope.
They won't give them endorsement deals, Ray.
So who you cutting?
We gonna cut Reggie, man.
Reggie Miller.
Yeah, we gonna cut because he not. Man, he not lit. He worried about the number. I'm talking about both ends of the court.
Yeah.
I'm
Reggie
always
was-
One thing about Reggie though, he wasn't bagging down from nobody though.
No, he
Reggie
is scrapping.
Reggie had good defense though.
No. Reggie couldn't sit down in a chair if you build a chair. Okay, look here. It's the reason why his sister is the best mill in the house. Okay, calm down. Reggie is a shooter. All right. You put the ball in the hand, he see the goal. You let him get hot. He will make you sick now. He will make you sick. Think about it. Reggie used to score 30 and 40 on people. He hit 30. It was a woo. These all threes now and free throw. But his sister, she might score 100, 80, 70, 45, 50 was normal. And she a girl.
So who you cutting? Oh, who you cutting? Right?
I got Spreewell, Mitch, and Reggie. I'm gonna call him if Mitch roll his ankle or something.
All right.
I know.
This is gonna be very controversial. You know, not because of the pick, but just because how I think I'm gonna go about my list. I think I'm gonna cut Latrell Sprewell.
That's who I cut.
Yeah, but I watched him play more than Miss Richmond did. I didn't really watch Miss Richmond a lot because he wasn't really. They went on TV like that.
Sprewell went on TV. Sprewell went on TV like that till he got with Minnesota and the Knicks because he played.
I know. I watched every single game they played in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna cut him because he's more of a streaky player. Like he wasn't like a real good shooter, but he could get hot. He was a fiery player. He played more off of motion. He get steals and couple blocks. He that's whenever his game go up. Whenever he get a couple easy baskets. He get some steals and stuff. His game go up. He start being able to shoot and hit shots. So he was more of a streaky player for me. Miss Richmond appears to be the best scorer on this, on the list, but he wasn't in the playoffs a lot.
3 years he was in the playoffs. Golden State.
And one of them years he wasn't even playing. He really was playing with the Lakers.
That was the last year. The two.
Yeah, you can't even.
Other 2 years it was Golden State, Sacramento, and he averaged.
Yeah, you can't really count the Lakers. You can't count the Lakers because that's whenever the Lakers won the championship. So he wasn't really playing. He was just on the roster. But
2 years he still averaged 20. And them
he appears to be because I watched several highlights of him before, but I don't remember watching the whole game of him play for real. So that's why I say it's controversial because I don't like to put people that I ain't really get to watch games of like on my list of stuff because that ain't what I seen. You know what I'm saying? I see the numbers, but I ain't get to see him play for real. I get to see him. I see highlights and all that, but I ain't get to see him play no game. I got to see Sprewell, but Sprewell the worst shooter on the list, but he's pretty good defensively. But he could not throw the ball in the ocean sometimes. He could not throw a rock in the ocean sometimes. So then I'm gonna go with Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller, 20 season career, same team. Was not bad on defense. He would try to play defense. He was pretty good on defense. Wasn't bad. Very good shooter. Ran off multiple screens. And he was pretty decent in the playoffs. He got some heroics in the playoffs. Hit a game went over off of Jordan where he pushed off. Supposed to be an offensive foul, but they ain't call it. So that's my list right there.
All right. So last one. You got Mr. Field.
Yeah.
Okay, we got Vince Carter, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan.
Shit.
Good.
I hear you. We'll bench Kobe. We'll cut
Vince.
huh?
Gonna cut Vince.
I mean, we'll cut Kobe, we'll bench Vince, and we'll start Mike.
That's the same way I'm going. I'm gonna start me with Mike. I'm gonna bench Vince Carter. I'm gonna cut Kobe. Come on, Ray.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Did you say the same thing, Mr. Fields?
That's what I had in my, that's my head the whole time. I'm gonna start. I got Mike. Listen, I got Michael Jordan. I don't need no Kobe. I got Mike, and I got Vince coming off the bench. I'm gonna cut Kobe. I don't need two of the same players. I got the teacher. I already got the teacher, so I'm gonna get Vince.
All right. I'm going to cut Vince Carter.
Mm-hmm.
And you gonna put the two more ball dominant guys on the court at the same time.
No, because you gotta have one on the bench, remember?
Oh, you gonna rotate the two more ball dominant, so they ain't gonna play when the game on the line. You better be winning the first two quarters, right?
There's no way I'm putting Vince Carter on my bench over anybody really. Like
we talking about Vince before the injury, man. Vince
I don't care. I don't care. I got a VHS with Vince in it right now. I can show it to you. I got a VHS with Vince in it. He had 50. He had 50. He had 50. Allen Iverson had 51 in this game, and then they were going back and forth doing 50-point games before Allen Iverson inevitably went to the finals. Huh?
Vince coming out the bench is good for me.
I'm gonna cut Vince because Vince quit on Toronto too. I'm gonna say that too. He won't be there no more. He won't be there no more. He quit on them. So you know he had them thinking that he would pass his peak, and then he got the New Jersey and went off, started going off again. So Vince Carter's a very good 3-point shooter though. Very good 3-point shooter. He's so athletic that he could like recover on defense. He can block shots, he can get steals, get an open lane, whatever. Like but I just have to cut him because I think he didn't. I don't think even though he played 20 plus seasons, probably longer than anybody, 22 seasons. I feel like he should have been better than what he was, even though he's a really good player, Hall of Fame player. I feel like he could have been like the guy. Like he could have been in the top 2 guards conversation of all time. He should have been at least top 5 2 guards conversation. He should have been top 5, top 3. He could have been top player. He had that potential that he could have did it because he could shoot the ball. He could shoot the cover off the ball. So that's why I'm gonna cut him. I'm a bench Jordan. Jordan, of course, is good mid-range shooter, real good mid-range shooter. Can get to the foul line. Good free throw shooter. Not a 3-point shooting ain't his strength, but then I'm gonna start Kobe because Kobe can do the same thing that Jordan could do. He just had to work more because he wasn't more athletic than Jordan was. He had to work more. He's a better shooter than Jordan. He can shoot the 3 ball. He had more moves, better with the left, better dribbling. So I'm gonna start him because he could do all the same moves. He basically copied all his moves, his mannerisms, and added a 3 ball and more dribbling and stuff to his game. So that's how I would go about the cut starting and bench on that one.
Okay. So on the women's field, but I'm gonna say everybody say Kobe was a better shooter than Jordan, but their 3-point percentage is their 3-point percentage is damn near identical.
I think Kobe Bryant's 3-point shooting. I thought it started to like go down towards the end of his career. You know how most people's stuff go up? All his stuff went down. His points per game went down to like 17. His 2-point percentage went down.
He scored 17 in his final season.
That's what I'm saying.
He had 13 points a game in 6 games played, but the year before that he averaged 27. And the year before his final season, he averaged 22. But looking at his 3-point range, his 3-point percentage was going down anyway. They're up and down, my bad. They're up and down. One year he might shoot 36%, then he might have a 33%. So the next year. So his shit was inconsistent. It was up and down. So it averaged out to 32%. 32.
What's Jordan by 30? What's Jordan by 30%?
32%.
They both 32?
Yeah, Kobe's 32.9, Jordan 32.4. Same thing. But
I remember Kobe's used to be up higher than that because whenever I used to argue with my neighbor, was a Jordan fan, and this one Kobe was still more like in his prime, I used to argue because his stuff was way up higher than when it ended up like at 32. It was up higher than that.
Not his field goal and his regular field goal percentage ain't never been high. It's 44.
But that's because I think that he's a better shooter than him, but I don't think he didn't take better shots than either player. He took worse shots than anybody that ever played the game. He took the most difficult shots, and he took the shots over more people than anybody. You remember he had games. You remember he had games where he shot the ball on his left hand. His right hand arm was his shoulder was messed up, and he couldn't shoot with his right, and he was shooting the ball with his left hand the whole game.
But Michael Jordan has
Kobe did that. He ain't trust nobody. He ain't playing with you. I'm playing by myself.
Michael Jordan had a season where he played all 82 games where he shot 42% from 3. Kobe ain't never had a season that.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
But I think I think Kobe was a better shooter than Jordan. I don't think he took better shots than he did. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. He was a better shooter than him. Like you seen Kobe get in the microwave, and you can see he's a better shooter than Jordan. Like you can see, especially once he gets hot, you can see he's a better shooter than Jordan. You never seen Jordan get hot as Kobe got.
You don't listen. I'm not gonna say he got hot and he was a better shooter when he got hot. Everything Michael Jordan did in his later part of career was all mid-range, all jump shots. He was a jump shooter, and he shot
fadeaway.
Yeah, but he shot damn near 50. Let me see, because he shot his final year. He shot 49% from the field, 48% to 46%. Before in his earlier days, he was shooting at 51%. And then of course Washington brought him down because his Chicago years, he shot 50% even from the field and the 2-point. 2-point, 2-point with 50s, all of with 50s. In his 2-point, like 2-point field goals, he was 52% from the field in Chicago, and he was 43% Washington the last 2 years. So I ain't gonna say Kobe was a better shooter. Did he make more threes than Michael? Of course, but they percentage damn near is identical for a three ball. So, but we gonna end it here. Anything y'all want to say before we get out of here? You know, we got to get predictions. Who you got for the series? OKC or Minnesota, cuz?
OKC gonna probably beat them because Ant-Man them gonna get tired. They play the same group.
Yeah. I got OKC to go to the finals. Who you got, Ray? Minnesota?
Yeah.
Okay. Who you got for the Knicks in Indiana?
I like the Knicks, but Indiana got some talent, so we have to see how they go.
All right, I'm going with Indiana. Who you going with, Ray? The Knicks?
Yes.
All right. That's a bit then. Well,
After the first game, I ain't gonna say that, but probably after the first game, we'll probably be able to give a better insight on what they're doing, what they're gonna try to do to each other, and how they're gonna try to, create the mismatches and all that stuff.
Yeah,
so we'll be able to see better. But I didn't know who would win that OKC and Nuggets game. I was really in the air about that one.
I told you OKC gonna win that series. Nuggets ain't got.
Once Aaron Gordon, they said he had the hamstring thing. Man. I was like, no, they need everything, and they need everything to beat the Thunder. Everything.
Man, they was a fraud because Game 6, Jamal Murray was doing all that showboating and sticking his chest out, screaming and yelling and all that. But when they came to Game 7, he was like a little chihuahua.
Hey, you know what though? Caruso was big. He was real big that game.
He big the whole season.
They had him guard Jokic.
Yeah.
They were running a zone, and they kept trying to get. It's like the game plan was almost like perfect. Like they kept trying to force it into the Jokic, and they just kept taking it from him. Yep. They kept taking it from him. He go down there, he flopping his arms, just trying to draw fouls. They not giving it to him. Caruso stripping him. Like everybody that go, they was really they kept trying to force it to him. So it's like if they had a big man in that position, they probably could have got it to him, and he probably could have did work on him. But being that they had Caruso down there, Caruso was huge.
He got exposed. As long as he can play point guard and facilitate and run around, kicking the Gordon on the alley-oop, he was fine. The minute they made him put that ball on the court and made him be the scorer, not a facilitator, them young boy ran them. They made a mistake.
Then you seen Aaron Gordon out there limping around. He couldn't give them nothing.
Well,
you lost your rim guy. Your guy who go get an alley-oop anytime. You lost him.
The game, if Jalen Williams would have gave them anything in Game 6, if he would have gave them 15 points, the Thunder would have won that game easily. Easily, because they were right there in the game. But, what up? Go ahead.
I think I got Minnesota. I think they'll do well. I think the Knicks will do well. But shoot, the Pacers is if Halliburton continue his hot shooting and the rest of his team continue playing like they're playing, they're gonna be a handful. These last series are gonna be hard. Oh, but look. So look, Wednesday we had the pod. We had just had the playoff game where I told you I had 3 points and we won or whatever, right? So I had thought about this. We got on the pod and you was like, you be criticizing James Harden. I was like, yeah, you're right. I can't criticize James Harden if he take 18 shots a game, 20 shots a game, right. And then when he get up in the game 7, even if he 4 for 8, 50%. No, we want you to shoot 18 times. We want you to shoot 20 because that's showing us that you're trying to win. Right. So I took y'all advice. I took y'all advice and I was like, if we lose this game, it's gonna be my fault. I mean, they blaming me anyways. Y'all just see my heckler online. He heckled me during the game. Him and the other, they heckled me the whole game. So they don't blame me no matter what. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I might as well try to get up some FGAs, no matter what, go in or not, be aggressive, come out, be aggressive and whatever. So I think I had like 15, I think. But I was letting it rip. I was letting it go. I got most of the points the first half. And we end up beating like the undefeated team. This the third season. This is the third season of the league. And the first season they blew everybody out and won the championship. Last season they only lost to us, and then they beat us in the championship game. So they had only lost one game.
Yeah.
The whole time they've been in the thing.
Yeah.
And then Thursday they lost to us. So that makes both times they done lost 2 games. It's been to the hands of me, and I'd have had 15 both times. So
Yeah,
shout out
to y'all team.
Yeah, shout out to you for saying 3 field goals ain't enough. You know, 3 field goals and one, that ain't enough. Cause it put me in a mindset that when I got there, like he said, I wasn't talking to nobody. They was like, "Oh, you ain't fooling with us. You ain't talking to us." I said, "No, talk to me in the game like I usually do." I said, "I know y'all gonna talk then, so talk to me then." You think they were talking to me? No, man, shut them up. You know what I'm saying? I go halftime. I'm like, "Yo, why y'all ain't talking over here?" Then one of them came up and popped, "Hey, I'm sorry, man. I ain't know you had that in you. I ain't know you had that game. Like, my bad, bro." I was like, I try to tell you, man, you don't know me. But the other people that are talking, they know me. So I don't know why they talking, but you said they're not talking now. So I just got to try to continue to be aggressive, like you said, because I can't criticize James Harden for doing it. Because when I do it, I say like, yeah, I wasn't aggressive enough. So I can't criticize him and then not criticize myself for taking 3 shots, even though we won. The last game, I was shooting it. I was letting it go. So that's got to be the mindset for tomorrow. We got a game tomorrow, and if we win this one, we go to the final. So, and then if we win this one, y'all don't even gotta pull up. I think I could probably send y'all a link, and it'll be live. Y'all can watch it.
That's a bit. We're gonna get y'all good luck tomorrow, so y'all can go ahead and win. We know we'll tap in after the first 2 games. Minnesota's tomorrow, and then the Knicks is Wednesday. So we'll try to tap in Thursday or so, or now be Friday, and we'll recap everything.
Bet.
I appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight, man. We signing off.
All right.
All right.